By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya
delivery. Panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings. Sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo. Sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento. Sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo. Sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento. Sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Stop it na.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Day 10 of the World Impact Communications Open, otherwise known as the WIC Open 2020. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves before introducing the rest of the tournament. Once again, my name is Percy, and with me tonight is Bibimbap, who will also be our shoutcaster and co-host for today. Kamusta ka na, Bibimbap? It looks like very Christmassy ang theme natin for today, ah.
It is indeed an early celebration of Christmas. So, syempre, given the fact na medyo marami tayong mga kababayan na nasa lantaw, we should always stay positive, Percy. How about you? How's your Friday evening?
Friday evening, actually, I'd very much like to be at home and watch some good Mobile Legends action kasi marami syempreng nangyayari tonight. But of course, sobrang lucky ako na part of my work, of course, is shoutcasting for the WIC. So ang mangyayari is I get to actually watch and shoutcast Mobile Legends at the same time, which is like perfect idea ko of a Friday. So parang everything I want, all happening, plus dito pa ako in front of everyone and everyone watching tonight. All the same, of course, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us today because we've got a nice match for you today. We have very exciting matches because our matches for tonight are actually going to be both in the lower brackets, which means both of our teams will be fighting for, will be bringing out their best, will be putting their lives on the line, not literally, pero at the same time, syempre, lalabas nila lahat ng mga alas nila in order to stay alive. And of course, we'd like to thank of our sponsors and our partners for today. Thank you very much, World Impact Communications, for putting all of this together. And at the same time, thank you very much, mgamer.io, for putting us together.
Of course, para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold Capsule every day. Pure and natural Bacopa Monera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Apart from that, we should always stay happy. Sabi ko nga, masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay maaasahan, nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
Of course, we'd also like to thank Hop Movers for deliveries na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo. Choose Hop Movers and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on! At the same time, we'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy. And also, this would be a great Friday evening, so brighten up your day only with the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
So there you go. Thank you very much to our partners because without our partners, you wouldn't be able to bring everything together. And of course, at the same time, we'd also like to thank mgamer.io because without them, we wouldn't be able to have our tournament today. So for those who are wondering exactly what mgamer is and how exactly do I join tournaments like this, direct pakita natin yung tournament mechanics. Here you go. If you want to join maybe the next WIC Open, ang kailangan nyo lang gawin is i-download nyo na yung mgamer.io app, try it out, and syempre, isama nyo yung buong team mo. Syempre, at the same time, kung gusto mong sumama sa mga tournaments ang gano'n, dapat yung buong team mo, minimum, or rather, average na dapat legend ranking. Ikaw ba, Bibimbap, ano na ba ang rank mo sa Mobile Legend?
Legend pa lang ako ngayon, but last season, my highest rank would be Mythical Glory. Ngayon kasi hindi pa ako masyado nagbabatak sa ML eh.
Well, syempre, kakastart lang ng bagong update, kaka-reset lang ng season. Lots of things to happen, well, are still happening. So, syempre, mahahabol natin lahat yan. And of course, most importantly, dapat matry nyo yung mgamer.io app kasi gagamitin nyo siya habang nagto-tournament kayo. And speaking of our tournament, let's go ahead and check out our schedule today para alam nyo exactly where we are at our for our month-long tournament. We're currently at day 10, and with us tonight are our two lower bracket matches. So to find out exactly how we got there, let's go ahead and check out the playoffs bracket. Ito po tayong playoffs bracket natin. Yan. Okay, so updated na po tayo with our playoffs bracket. You can already see na na-secure na yung match, yung isang final slot kahapon. Rather, hindi kahapon, nung Wednesday, nung isang araw. And one more slot needs to be fought for from the lower bracket. So, syempre, every lower bracket match counts as we move forward and inch closer to the finals as we go on. All of this being said, let's go ahead and check out exactly who are we going to be fighting today. So today we've got two games. Our first match will be Requiem versus Chef Irish Online Kitchen, and our next match will be Fly Esports versus Philippine Identity Esports. And of course, syempre, hindi lang sila ang mananalo today. May chance rin kayo na manalo today. And it's just really simple because thank you very much pala to World Impact Communications and to Hot Movers as well for this small giveaway na papa-giveaway. Of course, special shout out rin kay Miss Ia Cruz who helped put all of this together. And if you want to win these 500 pesos worth of Mobile Legends Diamonds, it's very simple. This is all you need to do is this.
Okay, all you have to do is that. And of course, sa mga nanonood natin dyan, Percy, they just have to like and share the stream and make sure it is in public. And also, they might have to like and share the FB page of WIC as well.
Ayan, see, it's as simple as that. Like and share this page, like and share this stream. May chance kayong manalo ng 500 pesos worth of Mobile Legends Diamonds. And of course, at the same time, habang nandito na kayo, go ahead, click, scroll up kayo sa pinakataas ng page. Dali, mabilis lang. Scroll up nyo sa pinakataas ng page. Click nyo yung invite friends. Tapos, click nyo yung select all. Tapos, invite nyo na lahat ng friends ninyo dito sa WIC page para makita nila tong World Impact Communications, tong WIC Open 2020. Kasi malay mo, gusto nilang maging next big thing sa Mobile Legends. You know, baka may hidden talent sila at baka sila na ang next na mapili dito sa WIC Open, or if hindi, may chance silang manalo rin ng Mobile Legends Diamond. More entries, more chances of winning, 'di ba? Syempre, kung friend mo manalo, di panalo ka na rin, I guess, in a way. Medyo.
Malay mo, bigyan ka rin ng balato, di ba? For sharing your knowledge. O, di ba?
Diba? Exactly. And of course, syempre, if your friends are going to be coming online, then they'll be able to watch our action tonight. And let's get on with introducing our teams for tonight. Again, game one will be Requiem versus Chef Irish Online Kitchen. And for Requiem, they are a six-man team composed of Wolf, Maldaron, General Aladdin, Snorlax, Kick, and Burn 3K.
On to the side of Chef Irish Online Kitchen, we do have Alaska, Aldrin, Achupo, Humble God.Beat, Irish, Reveal, Ryan, and VP Said.
Syempre, we're really hoping na sana sumama na rin si Chef Irish dito sa laban natin para, big boss, along with with the rest of his chefs fighting it out today. Without further ado, I'm super excited to see how things will go. And of course, Team, I wanted to ask you, we've been seeing a lot of, it's already been a month, maybe 2 months na. 1 month pa lang. 1 month since the last update. So I wanted to ask, ano yung mga napansin mo sa current meta natin na nakita mo sa mga open tournaments like this?
Well, for this, napansin natin how they have utilized the differences, especially dun sa lanes, no? When it comes to the gold and the XP lane, talagang pinag-iisipan nila kung sino yung dapat napunta dun sa lane na yun. Especially for the core. Kasi before nakikita natin funnel, usually nasa mid eh. Pero ngayon, hindi na eh. Very important na yung two side lanes or off laners na tawag nga natin.
Oo nga, no? That's actually very insightful because that's actually been happening a lot. Yun talaga yung yung intention ni Imunton parang to really split away from the normal 1-3-1. Kasi parang sa tournaments puro 1-3-1, 1-3-1 na lang. Ngayon with the laning, even though nag-persist siya for a while, for the first 2 weeks siguro, nakita nga nila na mas okay na pa-side lane na natin to pwede tayo mag-funnel, pero mas okay nga yung siguro mas viable tong 1-2-2. Mga ganon.
Oo, talagang minaximize nila yung full potential ng both lanes. And look at this, Percy. We are now currently dito sa drafting phase at ban na nga ang isang Esmeralda together with Brody. And here comes the Barretts as well. Parang last time, ganito rin yung set ng banning stage natin. No? Kung mapapansin mo agad from these bans, yung mga tanky heroes, and there you go, add up that Alice, before mga early seasons ng Mobile Legends, Alice is just considered a mage. But right now, Alice is also considered a tank kasi ganun na siya, kakunat.
Oo nga, parang syempre, okay, first pick natin here is Joe, but before we go back to that Alice, no, parang sobrang viable na nga siya na it's actually entered into, minsan binaban na nga siya outright eh. In some of the, actually, past matches here, and syempre sa mga ranked games na nilalaro ko, minsan talaga binaban siya. Parang like, what? Ayaw mo talagang iban yung mga bagong hero? Kasi sobrang open na sino bang open ngayon? Open si Benedetta. Open si
Yep.
YSS. So on and so forth. Maraming pwedeng ano. Pero Alice parang magagawan mo naman ng paraan, I guess.
Well, siguro yung threat din kasi coming from the Alice, especially with the first, siguro, even first 5 minutes, if Alice really gets to, nakapag-compose na siya or nabuo niya na yung first 3 core items na, Alice would become unstoppable. Kasi Alice right now, with the Blood Odd, yung ultimate ng coming from Alice, as long as you do have the mana, hindi siya matitigil.
Exactly. So sobrang laking major factor nun. Dati duration lang siya. Ngayon, toggle yun, no?
Oo.
Toggle
Pero
lang siya.
sabi mo nga, Percy, ang daming naka-open, and look at this. Kufra is open and has been picked as well. And together with the Ling. Also, remember, open din yung YSS at saka yung Roger natin, which I think it will be too late eh. Kasi tingnan mo, naka-upon na tayo ng banning for the last ban. Hindi nila pinik.
Oo nga eh. Both are still open. Pero very interesting here on the side of Chef Irish, no? Pinick up nila ang early core in the form of Ling. So, syempre, alam yan ni Requiem, and kaya nilang counterin. Ang mga usual counters, no, to a Ling? Kasi out of all of the core heroes na nakita ko, pinaka-ayoko talaga on a personal level, itong Ling. Ayoko talaga ng Ling na kalaban.
Well, eto na nga yun eh. Speaking of counter, na-pick din nila yung counter for the Ling, which is Kufra. So that's a very wise, brainy pick coming from our team dito ni Chef Irish. But look at our team Requiem. Wala pa silang core. Pansin mo, Percy, wala pa silang courier. Prioritize nila ang offlaner, which is the Uranus, and then their support will be the Valier, and another would be the Yuzong. So okay na yung dalawang side lanes nitong Requiem. Ngayon, sino kaya kukunin nilang core?
Hard to say, no? On the side of Requiem, yung mga historically, no, in their kit right now, pwede silang, usually pinipili nila, although, there you go, never mind. Usually kasi nagro-Roger sila or nagka-carry. Pero I think in the past few days, na-realize nila na mas effective talaga si YSS pero mas comfort pick lang talaga nila si Carry.
Carry? Oh, siguro, feeling ko for that, well, YSS could be better, especially if they're going to face it against the lane. Kasi YSS does have the mobility rather than the carry. So, medyo gana to. Kasi alam naman natin may skateboard ang YSS. So, most likely, medyo mas okay siya.
Alright, now, last slot for Team Requiem, and ang answer nila to this YSS is itong Lunox tsaka X-Board, which I think makes sense. They're all tanky to some extent. Siguro kaya naman nila. Pero hindi ko alam kung directly tong naka-counter talaga in a way. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
A Lolita pick.
Lolita. Ooh.
Interesting lineup. I'm not sure how to make of this. However, I do have my personal favorites on what I think might have been a better lineup. Pero I want to know you. Syempre, ikaw ang mas nakakaalam sa akin. Ikaw ang aking senpai. Um, I want to know your thoughts. What would be your thoughts on this matter? On this pick, on the draft pick?
I believe, based on the draft lang again guys, this is just on the paper. For me, the team that does have the very good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold is none other would be the Requiem. Kasi they do have, sabi ko nga kanina yung sa side lanes, that's very important, and they do have that. They have the Yuzong, and then they do have the Uranus. So that's very important kapag, yung pressure na ibibigay ng both lanes, top and the bottom lane. That's good. If they can really, fight back. At saka hindi mababasag yun.
All right. Want to hear more of your analysis on the other team right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama. Reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Straight into the map, and we can already see that the teams are moving on to their respective lanes, and you can see lots of things happening now. And as much as tama ka nga na the meta has slowly been moving away from the 1-3-1, we can see that both teams are actually still doing the usual 1-3-1. Interestingly enough, on the EXP lane, you have your Borg versus your Uranus, while up top on your gold lane, you have your Show facing off against your Yucho.
Yeah, so I am wondering, medyo mahirap to for the Cho, for Aldrin to survive, especially alam naman natin ang isang Yuzong. It does have the Sha energy, wherein, kumbaga para siyang may life steal, so hindi mo siya agad-agad mapapatay. Even though you're going to do the combination of the Wave the Dragon, that's very challenging for Aldrin right here to do his part very well. And look at this Percy, maaga, mainit, kakasabi ko pa lang. That was an off-cam kill.
That's right, and first blood was drawn by Yu Chong, and that first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. There we go, and kakasabi mo nga lang, tama yung analysis mo na this show will have a very hard time against this Yu Chong. However, we're now looking at the mid lane as well. This blue buff actually has been in here for a while already, and they've been trying to really use out, trying to get it killed. However, it looks like Chef Irish is not going to be giving it up that easily as well, as much as they try to invade this. And wala, yung opportunity nito, I'm not sure if they can take it.
Yes, it's really hard. And for the lane, that was a good initiation for me, coming from the Requiem. Kasi as we all know, the Ling is a very mana-hungry hero. So, kailangan niya yung purple buff. At maganda naman yung invasion na ginawa dito ng Requiem. Yun nga lang, they are not successful dun sa pag-gank nila kanina.
Iron Rage coming on out now in Bouncing Ball. Now coming on forward. However, he's turned into a dragon and he will be able to escape safely from that one. Even with 3 there, nagkulang siguro sila ng konting damage output on that part. Show, as you can see, si Aldrin level 3 pa lang. Oops, the Joker now coming on out, na-reveal siya. He was supposed to go home there. Kulang siguro ng ultimate, that extra damage from Way of the Dragon. And there you go, pumasok siya. He's still low, and siguro feel niya, from level 3, kaya kita. Kahit no, pero there you go. Aldrin finally fights back and gets the show there. Finally, on the scoreboard now, 1-1 for both teams.
Yes, that was a quick uptake coming from Aldrin. And kung kanina napansin mo dito, Percy, that was also a nice escape coming from the Yuzong. Yuzong can either use his ultimate, the Black Dragon, to engage or disengage, which is kanina. Palag-palag na sana, so hindi pa siya nakapag-back agad. And onto the bottom lane, dinalawa na nga. Tingnan mo nga to, gaano kakunat ang isang Uranus, Burnek is still alive down there.
Oo nga, parang ang dami niyang, he's still alive, and syempre, it's not going to be easy to take him down, even with that ult type. It's Red Shine coming on out, and Lolita using the ultimate now coming on out. There you go. Lunox now coming on out as well, using the ultimate to escape. However, Dragon Form now coming on, and Snorlax on that Yuchong, trying to catch somebody out, and they are not going to be able to make it happen. This Kufra is too tanky. Tyrant's Revenge, ika-cancel niya, hindi niya i-charge. And both teams are able to come out of that. Ooh, there you go, Tyrant's Rage coming on out. Ultimate Cow, Tempest of Blades coming on in. Where you go? They take one down right there. However, not easily because Lolita takes one down one as well. Malderon on the run. However, not enough. Humble Godbid taking that one double kill now for the Ling. And now they want this Valir as well. No more mana on Wolf. He cannot escape. And it's a triple kill for our Ling right underneath the first tower. Off-cam kill, we weren't able to see that. So taking down the Yu Chong once more. And it looks like the mid tower and the top tower as well are going to be free hits for them. Watch them as they take down this energy shield. And wala silang response to that.
Yes, hindi sila nakasagot agad doon, Percy. And nakita mo, ang lupet ng setup na ginawa ni Reveal kanina. Ang ganda ng combination ng Tyrant's Rage and Tyrant's Revenge right there. Taken down 3. And also, feeling ko medyo napaaga yung Numinum Blast ng Lolita kanina. And the moment that they do engage kanina, cooldown yun.
That's right, and now here we got another engagement coming on in Lolita using ultimate. However, Yu Chong taking down the off-cam kill. Lunox now taking down one as well. Double kill for Ryan, taking down 2. Tyrant's Revenge coming on in. Uranus really taking up the damage. However, it is over for him as he gets slain by the Kufra. That is a 4 down on the side of Team Requiem. The only one who's able to come out actually was up top, where Snorlax in the form of the Yu Chong took down the show here on a 1-on-1 confrontation. However, ang galing ng teamwork ng Chef Irish Online Kitchen doon, taking down everybody else during that team fight.
Yes, they do show us paano yung pagsapak ng mga kanilang kills. And there you go, another kill coming from Ryan. Valir has been taken down, pero ang ganda ng sagutan.
That's right. Parang one after the other, no? Parang hindi sila magpapatalo. Oh, there you go. Nice jump from there. Not really going to be able to come in. Oh, the Ling wants more. He wants the Yu Chong. Hindi pa siya, alam niya, wala siyang ultimate up top. However, here comes some help as well. Tempest the Blades coming on down. Show, Wave the Dragon coming on. Ooh, Tyrant's Revenge. And the combination comes from that. Oh, the stun siya. And instead, the Ling goes down. However, so does the Yu Chong. Really down low. Jay finally takes down the Kufra. Kufra takes down the Yu Chong. And now he has to escape with his life. However, YSS and Lolita coming on in. Easy pickoff as well. It is a 1-for-2 trade. And now, Phantom Shocker coming on in. They know the show is there. Aldrin in trouble. Trying to come on out, and they will not be able to engage. Be able to catch him out on the other at the same time. Siguro walang stun tong Malderon. Kaka-cooldown lang. However, here comes... So, they already see him. Here comes Way of Dragon coming on in, and with the help of the Lunox, finally take down the YSS.
Yes, feeling ko nag-overstay yung YSS doon sa top. But look at this, even though ganun na yung bakbakan natin, ganun kabilis, half of the score, 12-6 ang score natin with just a little bit difference naman sa gold because that was just 3K. Still, look at the score here. Medyo mahihirapan dito si Kik, ang isang YSS, kasi yung kill napupunta sa Lolita eh.
That's right. Not really the most ideal of kills. However, if it has to happen, then wala, ganun talaga. If you need to make that extra push and Lolita's the only one left, tama ka nga, it is very difficult for them. Oh, Turtle just slain now, and that Turtle takedown is brought to you by Tough Mama. Here we come on down now. Teams looking for the fight. Here comes him. They're going on to Uranus. Strange target for them. However, Uranus now coming on in. Ooh, there you go. X-Board coming on in. And they are able to take one down as well. Kick going down. Now they want another one. Tempest of Blades up now, and they go for Wolf. No, they want Uranus. Actually, neither of them were the targets. Tyrant's Rage not charging, and instead we are going to be pausing for a quick technical break.
Grabe. Grabe yung bakbakan na pinapakita nila. They are not really letting go of the momentum that they do have right now. Especially, grabe tong team natin from Chef Iris, no? Andiyan ba si Chef ngayon or no? Wala si Chef ngayon.
Oh, wala. Siyempre, yung mga bata niya, yung pinapasugod niya, no? Siyempre, kung big boss ka, sa dulo ka lang lalabas. Ganun yung feeling nila. And
Sa
siyempre,
final battle.
Oo, sa final battle na yan, lalabas. For sure. And siyempre, with the lead that Chef Irish currently has, no? Parang, di naman yata nila kailangan ipatawag yung boss right now. Sige, boss, easy ka lang muna, kami na munang bahala. And just like that, no? 13-6 ang current score natin with a 4K gold lead.
Oo, medyo nahihirapan ng Team Requiem natin dito. At yun sabi ko kanina, Percy, remember yung sinabi ko, dapat ma-sustain nilang maigi yung side lanes, which is as of the moment, look at this, hindi nila nagagawa.
That's right. It is a lot of trouble for them, and even with their good hero picks, no. Actually, I also agreed with you with your earlier Bring Me Good draft pick. I really thought Requiem had the better hero choices, had the better lineup. However, mukhang hindi siya nagma-manifest rin at the same time, or hindi siya nag-convert siya ng kills in order for their team. So it's now coming down to skill, and look at this. Here comes an engagement right now. Kufra coming on in, taking down the YSS. However, in trouble now. Double stun. The Ling and the Lunox were both stunned as well. And now so is this Kufra now in trouble. Yuchong coming in from the top lane. However, bouncing ball coming on in. Stun now from Alderan, and with those two stuns, Wolf takes that down. Killing spree now for the Valier.
Ooh, ang ganda pa ng pasok doon ng isang Black Dragon. But the kill still belongs to the Valier, and nakita nga natin, unang namatay na naman ang isang YSS. Pansinin lang natin ng very quick yung kanyang emblem. YSS does have here the killing spree emblem. Ibig sabihin, kailangan niya makakuha or makapatay ng kills for him to gain more gold, which is evidently hindi nangyayari. And look at this, Burn 3K is about to lose his life, pero what? Yeah, that's the power of consecration for you.
Yes, however, here comes round 2. Sabi niya, alam kong may heal ka, therefore round 2 tayo. Here we go. Papasok na ako and mag-face off lang sila. However, before we look at that, up top, let's take a look at that. There you go, YSS finally on the scoreboard. Once again, taking down the X board right underneath the tower, of course, with the help of the rest of his friends. And yups, here comes the Ling. Hindi nila nakikita itong si Kick na nagre-record. Unless, however, he does take Mandarin instead. And that's, of course, a kill by the Kufra. And here you go, more engagement coming here. YSS taking down the as well. However, Ryan shuts down two in the form of Ling. And well, here you go, Snorlax now doing the work as well. He knows that Kufra is low. Pwede niyang i-convert to, and he can kill this up, no problem. No Tyrant's Revenge for you. Hindi siya makakatakas, and Snorlax will take that one easy. However, take a look at this. Aldrin, after squaring it off with Burn 3K, was finally able to take down this final tower up top, and that tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers. Aldrin, uncontested, was able to take that one down after taking down the Uranus. Really easy pick off for him.
Yeah, ang ganda. That was a nice messy clash right there. But look how brainy Adrian is. Hindi siya sumama dun sa clash, but rather, he just did his job. Kumbaga sabi niya, tamang trabaho lang ako dito sa Gedli. And look at that. That was a very nice opening. So, feeling ko, this would be just siguro quick uptake for the Lord. And, well, medyo mahirap na to for the Team Requiem.
That's right, and it will be hard for them as well. As you can see, this show, Aldrin doing the work. Oh, Snorlax, Black Dragon now coming on out. Siyempre, hindi din yan kakalaban because he can move in or move out at any point in time. Medyo pointless na yun. He will instead be joining his teammates in the middle lane, where they might be looking for other targets of opportunity, maybe move on to their next objective. Now gathering up here in the middle lane, you can see 4 moving on 4. Look up top. It looks like Burn 3K is in trouble once where Consecration now packed. He'll be going for more. Medyo stay off pa siya, and none of the other teammates are moving on in. So mukhang maglalap. Wala, magbo-boxing muna sila dyan. Wala muna mangyayari.
Magpapakiramdaman lang sila because they really know na eto for the Team Requiem, alam nila na matatagilid na talaga ang Vapor, especially if papalag sila sa mga laban na hindi dapat. And look at this, Snorlax versus Humble God, and there goes the ang nangyayari, Numinon Blast na nga pero it didn't connect. And look at this, how messy this 4v2 situation, and whoop, napatay pa nga si Ryan at tamang flicker out na lang dun sa gilid. But look at Percy, hindi pa tapos ang laban. Ano na nangyayari? Si Kick, napatay na rin, napatalsik. That would be 4-1 trade. Si Uranus na lang ang natitira.
Absolutely right. Parang one after the other, that was so many. I wouldn't say it wasn't a wrong move, pero wala, mukha talaga sa akin out of place talaga sila, out of position. And you're absolutely right. It is only Uranus, only one left. Now the X-Borg wants to come in. Tyrant's Revenge coming on out. And there, Tyrant's Rage straight into the final tower. Wala, sobrang low na siya. However, Snorlax is now up as well. 10 seconds before the rest of his team all come on up, and they still can defend this even though they only have the middle tower on left. With a score like this, no?
Middle turret, middle tower na lang. And eto lang ang mahirap. Because we do have the enhanced Lord right now because it's already been 13 minutes. As we all know, 12 minutes mag-go online na yung enhanced Lord. So, even though sabihin natin that was just the first Lord, makunat na yan. It's not like the usual Lord.
Absolutely right. However, here they come on in. Ultimates are now flying on out. They are trying to get Chach's Lord. With blast coming on in, and they all dodged that one. However, Utah was able to take down one. That's not all that's happening though, because up top and left, Link was able to take down the Utah as well. Dick is now down. Now Snorlax will be as well, and now Link takes out two. This is looking very bad for Requiem as Chef Irish Online Kitchen easily takes up the Lord. Parang, not only did we get the Lord, we got 2 kills as well. Only 3 heroes on the side of Requiem are up. And while they were able to equalize that one, taking down the show, Lord is now up, bearing down the top lane.
Yep, the Lord is already marching. But look at that, napakabilis. Alaska! Oh, ang ganda naman ng last insanity niyan. It did connect, but it didn't burst out, hindi pa siya agad napatay. Burnt Ricky is going to run for his dive flight here. 3v3 situation, pero look at the Uranus! Nalalambot siya dito!
Ang hirap nun, Mountain Shocker now coming on out. This X-Borg is extremely low, and now they have to deal with the Lord up top while defending this middle lane. So they're now pressuring all sides, up, bottom, left, and here comes the lane. He wants to take down Snorlax. However, the rest of his teams won't be able to let him out early. You can see here now, charging, takes down the YSS, and he stuns two with the range, bouncing ball. Link takes out for a 3K. Lunox takes down the YSS. Now trying to play for time, and they get the stun too. However, the Lord is working on the tower. The rest of the team is coming on in. X-Borg now dealing damage on both. One more hit, and they do take the Lord down. Snorlax, however, will go down as well. Wolf in the Valir tries to push them on out. There is no time for that as well. The only one who can stop him would be Lolita. However, hindi na rin nagawan ng paraan. In the end, nandun na yung creeps, nandun na yung rest of the team. Wala na silang ability to clear the waves as Valir was forced back. And it looks like game number 1 for this lower bracket match will be going to Chef Irish Online Kitchen. Congratulations to you for winning this best of 3 series.
Well, that was just our first game for the first series this evening, and it's already hot, Alam mo yung Percy, ramdam na ramdam ko yung tayo na lang yung nawawalan ng sasabihin kasi masyadong mabilis yung pangyayari. But for me, obviously, kahit hindi mo na ako tanungin right here, Percy, the MVP for me, who did a very good or a brainy good MVP right here would be the Ling. Even though hindi natin, hindi siya sobrang, yung parang assassin talaga na nag-assassinate all over. Pero yung pressure na nararamdaman ng both lanes, kapag nandun na yung Ling, alam mo yung para silang daga, tapos andyan na yung pusa. They have to go out agad kalas agad sila
Oo nga parang grabe yung feeling nila. And I don't know, as much as I felt that they were, Requiem was trying to push back in the form of the Yuzhong, in the form of the Valir. Tama ka nga yung sinabi mo earlier na the important kills weren't going to the YSS, and that would have been what exactly could have turned it around, maybe. Aside from that, ano pa yung mga other options sana ni team ni Requiem, and knowing these other options, what are the things that they should be looking out for moving into game 2 if they want to turn this around and reach 1-1 in this best of 3 series?
Well, siguro another thing would be yung Lolita natin. Kanina nakita natin a lot of, no, not really a mistake, pero yung Lolita kasi, for me, I do play Lolita a lot also. So, Lolita, you can use or you can cast your ultimate Numinun Blast. Siguro pwede kang nasa bush. Kasi kung nakikita natin, Lolita, outright ando na rap-rapan mag-ultimate, which is pwede siyang ma-cancel. So the moment na stun ng Lolita or ma-bouncing ball siya ng isang Kofra, pwedeng ma-cancel ang Numinun Blast niya. So it will not connect. Because it won't happen in the first place.
So lots of things to consider as things move forward. And knowing all of these things, now we're moving to the draft phase, now that we're moving into the draft phase of game number 2 of this best of 3 series. Do you think that Requiem will still be banning as per usual? Or maybe will they try out something new? Or will they be bringing out something different? Ano ang ini-expect natin from Requiem now? Especially ngayon na first pick, first ban sila.
Well, feeling ko dito, Percy, makikita natin, well, tendency would be, no, I believe they should do, yung tinatawag nating respect ban. Especially,
Oo.
nakita nila kanina paano gumalaw ang isang link coming from Humble God. So, they might as well prioritize to ban that. Or even the Kufra. Because the Kufra himself, kahit sabihin natin hindi siya yung hindi swabe lahat ng set niya. Pero the moment na nakapag-set ang Kufra, even though that's just 2 or 3, mahirap eh.
I would agree with that. I would agree with the respect ban on the Ling. And here's the most important, ito yung pinaka, ito yung pinaka ko, is because I'm now looking at yung history ni Humble God, yung Ling natin kanina last game. And hindi pa siya nagli-Ling this entire tournament. It's the first time na ginamit niya yung Ling. And in the past 3 games that he's played, nag-Roger siya, nag-Lancelot siya, nag-carry siya, none of which are anything similar to a Ling. And so parang, if I were Requiem, hindi ako ba't ka magbaban ng Ling? Di naman magli-Ling yan eh. Especially now na alam nila, I think respect bans are in order and maybe that's what they're hoping to do now. It's either that or alam na nila and kukunin nila yung counter doon, which is, sabi mo nga earlier, si Kufra.
Yeah. Natawa ako dun sa quick story time mo. So, Ling, hindi pa pala nilalabas ang Ling. So this would be their first time. So nakakatawa, no? Sabi mo kanina before we mention this team, sabi mo this would be their tournament live. So they should have an ace up on their sleeves, which is outright ito Percy, pinapakita nila sa atin. Uy, may ibubuga pa kami kahit na lower bracket kami. Kumbaga dito nila pinapakita yung mga sikreto nila.
Oo nga, exactly. And just like this, and it's still happening hindi pa rin nila pinipick, still binigay nila ang Ling. Right now, Humble God being the one to pick, if he wants to, he can pick the Ling up again. No problem. On the other hand, Requiem going with their safe picks, I've seen Requiem pick this before. Another X-Borg, another Valier, and Hylos will probably go to General will go to maybe burn 3K once more. So now interesting to see kung anong pipiliin ni and there you go, just like that.
Yeah. Of course, when you see that there's an opportunity, you might as well grab it. Feeling ko yung team nila chef dito, sabi nila, hindi kayo nadala hindi nyo na-respeto. Again, this would be a deja vu because we do have the Cho, the Kufra, and once again, Ling. Ngayon, what could be their greatest, yung pang-kontra sa Ling, knowing na hindi na masyado, YSS was too squishy earlier. So ano kaya yung gagawin nila ngayon?
Interesting rin yung nila, itong pick nila for TAF. Okay, they went with the Hylos. So pwedeng pag pumasok si Ling, syempre, isa-stun nila right off the bat, no? Isang law and order lang dyan. Tas, siguro dun sila papasok. However, aside from the Hylos and siguro itong si Valier na ipupush away si Ling para wala na siya sa pader, I don't see any other ways na to counter this Ling. Actually, or rather, I wanted to ask you, is that enough? Okay na ba yun?
Your team is picking.
I really can't say it's okay. Kasi depende kung paano siya pupwesto. And kung napansin naman natin kanina, it is a very squishy hero. Pero look at this. It will be a Roger or a double marksman for you. But Roger can go for the jungle. That's a double damage dealer. Pero itong mahirap, Percy, they just have burn 3K to tank all the damage coming his way. Medyo, ang laki ng pasa niya sa dibdib, sa balikat niya for this one.
And just like that, ang final pick here on the side of Team Requiem will be, on Chef Irish actually, will be a Farsa. And now that we have both teams coming on in, wanted to ask your opinion once more, on this draft pick, who do you think is better off, or what do you think is the most interesting pick?
Well, it would be the team coming from Chef Irish Online Kitchen. I think they do have the brainy good draft pick powered by Memo Plus Gold because definitely we've seen this three heroes kanina.
Mhm.
Yeah, the three heroes kanina. Plus dagdagan mo pa ng isang support na Farsa wherein yung Feather Airstrike can strike anywhere. So, yeah, I believe this would be the time for them to seal, maybe a clean 2-0 win.
All right, will it be a 2-0 or will Team Requiem be able to turn this around and make this a 1-1? Let's find out in the match right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Now launching into the map, we've already loaded everyone on in, and we're now seeing a standard 1-3-1 from both sides. And there you go. We see that underneath the brush, both people can already see each other. Kit and Humble Gods, Kit can see everybody as well. And there you go, out of nowhere, the video coming on out. And once again, Wolf now will have life. However, the same can be said for the Farsa. Flickering out, Roger could take that one. However, na-stun dito si Revilio, and will there be any more engagements from that? Ang bilis nun, they could have taken out either at that point in time. However, let's take a look at the bottom lane as well. Maldaran now giving Aldrin a hard time. Siyempre, this show now coming on in. Konti na lang, and there you go. Will it be? Konti na lang yun! Push na lang, isang pick-pick. However, hindi niya po, ano yan, tinataunt na lang niya ng konti. And Maldaran versus Aldrin, this looks like a round 2 of that for our first match. However, here we go. Got bit. Now in the middle of that, Tyrant's Revenge coming on in. Burn 3K will now have to walk out from that engagement. Up top, let's take a look. Snorlax is facing off. This carry is facing off against this Uranus, and this Uranus might have some trouble here, especially with this range advantage. Plus, of course, ang ability ni Snorlax ni carry with the slight wheel marks to do insane damage. However, syempre, hindi magpapatalo si Uranus. Now coming on in, another Kedge coming on out. 1, 2, 3 damage. Now underneath the tower, that won't be enough. However, Light Wheel Mark might be enough. When it will be Refilio in that Kufra, taking that first blood. And that first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama with that Tyrant's Revenge and that bouncing ball.
Yes. Sabi mo kanina, I was just listening and you did mention that medyo mahirap for Alaska. Kasi, damage dealer talaga ang isang carry. And just like that, nakita nga natin, harap-harapan, nalusaw ang Uranus versus the carry. And look onto the bottom lane here, Aldrin and Maldaran. Kanina pa to eh. Kanina pa sila nag-iinit. But feeling ko this would be challenging once again for Aldrin. Cause, eto nga, Maldaran together with the Firaga armor, that's really hard. But look at the gang coming from down there. Kick, taking down Aldrin. Well, wow, that was a nice kill. 1-0 na ang score ng isang Roger, which is good as of now.
And at the same time, up top, hindi lang natin ito nakita. Alaska, along with the rest of his teammates, is able to take down the carry as well. And another off-cam kill. Again, we keep missing this. Sobrang daming kills nangyayari left and right. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, Humble God who took down Maldaran, no? Ang jungle natin taking down the side laner, doing core things, taking down core people. And daming nangyayari, no? Left, right, center, everybody just wants to be aggressive, wants to take down kills, and just like that, here we go. Kick now in trouble because Tyrant's Revenge. However, na-push siya over the tower. However, that's not enough because Tempest of Blades comes on out. Ling now coming to the rescue. Feathered Airstrike would have made them down one more time, but no, it is indeed Ling who will finish that one off. However, Burn 3K now coming in, maybe trying to catch somebody off with the help of Snorlax. Snorlax now wants, there you go, the video will get that combination now coming on in. Glorious Pathway now brumming on down, and they are able to catch him on out. Will Burn 3K be able to help this teammate? Will be able to catch out the Kufra? Wala. Bouncing ball now. However, the rest of the team comes on in. Feathered Airstrike coming to race them on back as well. And look at the score now. 3-7. With 7, of course, being Chef Irish Online Kitchen. They will take this turtle as well. And that turtle takedown was brought to you by Tough Mama. Things are swinging on the side of Chef Irish Online Kitchen once more.
Yes, as you have mentioned, yung clash is everywhere. Well, I think that was brought to you by our Ling right here. As we all know, with the Ling, And yung power niya to make the tinikling doon sa
Oo.
pader with the Finch voice, it could be really everywhere. And the threat is also all over the map kasi matatakot ka. You cannot go deeper. Kasi baka alam mo, mampupulis na agad yung Ling. And just like that, look at this Percy. Meron na naman yata tayo na may nabakbakan onto the top lane. What's going on right here? Ooh! Pumasok! Revilo and Burn 3K has been taken down. Snorlax ang natitira. That will be a 4v1 situation. But he knows where to fight back. So I believe tama na lang muna.
However, that's not yet the end for Requiem because this is, I think this is 3 coming on in. They really would have got him on out. However, Uranus also wants him down. Ryan in that Farsa easily takes him down with a quick flick of the wrist. And parang bulan na wala lang siya. Of course, he was already low to begin with. However, now for these guys from Chef Irish Online Kitchen are looking for target. And they look to see, ooh, there you go, Tyrant's Bench coming on out, Balo in, Burn 3K, ready to stun anybody who comes on in here. However, Feathered Airstrike, Ryan will bring on the pain, coming on in. Mahirap pasukan itong Burn 3K na to. However, not a problem, marami kami, we can do the damage, and Uranus takes that one with the help of the Ling. And now here comes more backup on the way. Snorlax now wants a piece of Alaska. And parang nag-square off na sila tayo dito. And while all of this is happening, syempre space created in the form of this Roger taking down the middle lane. However, instantly punished by Humble Godbit in his Ling to take down the Roger and punish him for taking down the tower. One after the other. Tama ka nga, yung sinabi mo na this Ling can be everywhere.
Oh, that was a very quick uptake onto that. And look at that, kanina yung Ling nasa taas ngayon. He's going for the turtle which is down there. As early as now, we cannot see Snorlax going online kasi kung kanina napansin mo, even though nasa tower na siya, the Ling can go for the tower dive and another turtle has been taken down. Malderan should go run and run because his life is really in danger. That will be a 3v1 situation. With the Furagar armor up, yep, he can still survive.
Syempre, very hard for him here as well. However, if they choose to dive this one, they absolutely can. Here they come on in. One more hit will do it, and it does do the trick with the Ling coming from the backline. He now wants more. Tempest Blades coming on out, and he gets a double kill onto the Valier. Feathered Airstrike now dealing more damage. However, Aldrin kicking away, kick in his Roger. Si Kick, na-kick out ni Cho. Just like that. Down 3 kagad ang Team Requiem.
Yeah, medyo Percy, this is really hard for our Team Requiem to go bounce back. Kung mapapansin mo, even with the kills itself, yes, it's evident they do have the upper advantage dito para sa side nila. Chef and Burn 3K is not able to burn that damage away. Snorlax is going to run for his life, but Alaska has taken him down. This would be a massacre 4v3 situation, but the tower will be taken down as well, and that tower takedown is brought to you by the Hop Movers.
That's right. Grabe ang initiation nila dito and ang pressure that they're bringing. If it's not in the form of multiple heroes moving towards one objectives, it's either to take down namin yung tower or i-dive ka namin. Pili ka. Anong gusto mo? Buhay mo, Tore. And just like that, grabe ang pressure nila. Ang ino-hostage situation nila na either you defend this or don't. Either way, nandito kami.
Yeah. Alam mo, tuwa ako dun yung tower mo, buhay mo. Kasi really, ganun sila ka-committed eh. Even though i-hug mo yung tower, hindi eh. Walang patutsada, walang intro, diretso agad si Humble God diving for the tower. And speaking of tower, that was another tower down once again brought to you by our Humble God right here. And down there, look at this. Percy, it is still not over because Ryan is now on mega kill.
That's right, and just like that, Feathered Airstrike coming on out, he does get the safely move away, and now it looks like they want to counter-attack. However, you have to understand that wala pa si Ling, wala pa yung mga other teams, and at the same time, while they're defending, bottom lane, Aldrin, in his show, is making things difficult for them. Grabe, I saw siyempre yung initiation natin kanina dito, pumasok yung Uranus, pumasok yung Kufra, and while of course the Kufra did go down, they took down with them Kick one of the more important members right now of Team Requiem, and it's getting harder and harder for them to bounce back from it. Tama ka nga, mahirap na ang situation nila right now. And Ops, here we go. Ling now coming onto the burn 3K. He wants his Hylos dead, and with the help of good insurance lang from Farsa, he does actually get it. Now Alaska, they have to move out because here comes Malderon coming on in, and just like that, they shut down the Farsa, who had no choice but to take it, kasi kung mag-move out siya, they would turn their eyes onto other opponents instead.
Well, that was a nice kill. Still, a nice sacrifice coming from Ryan himself. Well, that was his first death onto this match. And look at how Team Requiem is not able to go out their base. Talagang, they have to clear the minion wave first eh. Pero yung team ni Chef dito, alam mo yung inaantay na nila yung 55 seconds kasi magre-respond na yung Lord.
And just like that, wala, they're all here already. Tama ka nga, 50 seconds up before the round. I don't know how Team Requiem can turn this around. Everybody's all on the defensive, and even if they are on the defensive, there's nothing they can do. Just like that, Burn 3K would have to lure his path into his space rather than outward, and wow, they had to expend an ultimate just for that, due to this pressure.
Yep. All of this pressure is brought to you by Ling, and look at that, Humble God is searching for blood, and Snorlax has been taken down. Tyrant Rage, doon na nga kinasa sa tatlo, and look at the Feather Airstrike. Libreng-libre si Kuya Moravilo, nag-ultimate lang dito. Malderon is going to run for his life, but Percy, he is the only one that is being left alive.
That's right. And even with his skills, hindi siya very effective clearer. Wala, kaya niya mag-AoE. Kaya niya siyang oh, there you go. Ultimate na siya right now. Spinning for his life. However, that breaks armor and he goes down. Nobody left to contest this. And it goes down. GG for Chef Irish Online Kitchen. And we're very sorry, Team Requiem. You will be going home today. However, of course, yan po ang pangalawang buhay ni Team Requiem, who earlier actually lost versus Osterfor. So with the second loss, it looks like this will be goodbye Team Requiem, and instead, Chef Irish Online Kitchen will rise from the bottom, from the ashes, and move into our finals. So I just wanted to ask you, Bibimbap, anong mga thoughts mo on this match, and if there were any other interesting things that you noted as well?
Well, for the Ling, it is evidently na nakita natin kung paano siya nag-dominate. Especially, mas maganda yung pinakita niya ngayong second match compared to the early round. At yung sinasabi natin kanina, Percy, they should have gone after the respect ban. Pero hindi. Feeling ko, most likely, they went after their comfort picks. Kasi pwede nilang, sila yung pipili ng Ling or ng Kufra. Pero hindi. They went after their comfort picks. And one of the feeling ko yung medyo nagkulang for our Team Requiem right here is once again our damage dealer, which is si Cake right now. Cake, even though meron siyang killing spree na emblem, and also with the power of Roger, hindi natin masyado nakita na nag-online ng Roger. Kasi kahit na nakapag-push siya dun sa middle lane, ang bilis eh. Ang bilis ng uptake coming from Humble God, coming from the Ling.
Oh, just like that, and it was, if I were in Team Requiem, hindi ko rin alam kung anong gagawin ko. Parang kahit magde-def ako, papasukin nila ako, and all of a sudden, just like that, the Link can be anywhere from up top, down bottom, kahit saan, galing sa side. And not only, and as much as you want to give credits to Link, we also have to give credits to the rest of his teammates. Ang galing pumasok, ang galing bumakap. Kufra coming on in, Uranus coming on in, the show coming on in, or si Farsa just from the back lines already giving the support. So not only just one person, but the entire team. However, I'd have to ask you, on their team, who do you think really gave the most effort or made the most impact?
Well, yep. For the winning team, it would be the Ling. But, eto, kasi dami beses natin nasabi yung Ling. But secondary would be the Farsa for me, si Ryan. Yep. Si Ryan, kasi yung feathered airstrike niya, alam natin feathered airstrike could be stopped. Diba? Pero hindi. Yeah. Ryan's feathered airstrike is unstoppable. Kanina, especially that last clash, even though andun lang siya wide open, pero Nakakailing spree pa nga yung isang Forza. 'Di ba?
Right. However, this will be a very expensive lesson learned for Team Requiem as they go home with this experience. Siyempre, that's just really how it is sa mundo po ng competitive Mobile Legends. Kung hindi po kayo nananalo, kayo po ay natututo. And there we go, just like that. Thank you very much, Team Requiem. And of course, congratulations to Chef Irish Online Kitchen. You and your boys will be going on to the next match. And of course, speaking of next match, we have our game 2 for tonight. We have Fly Esports versus Philippine Identity Esports. We'll be getting into the match after a short break. Don't go away. We'll be right back right here on the WIC Open 2020.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bacopa Monnieri. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, hop movers. Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of the day 10 of the WIC Open 2020. We are already done with game number 1, where when we saw Chef Irish Online Kitchen fell Team Requiem from our tournament. And of course, since it was a best of 3, it was a lower bracket rather, and the last chance for either of teams, one of them had to go, and sadly, it was Team Requiem. However, fortnight, we have another match very similar to that, and it's going to be Fly Esports versus Philippine Identity Esports. These are the teams that will be fighting it out, and of course, bringing you the action tonight. Once again, my name is Percy, and with me is Bibimbap, who will be shoutcasting and hosting everything for us tonight. Bimbap, ano yung mga expectations mo coming from game 1 into game 2? What else are we expecting?
Well, I am expecting na even though this is our lower bracket, they are still eager and are really into the game, and they would really, show their ace up on their sleeve, just like kanina nakita natin yung pasabog coming from the team dito ni Chef. Sabi ni Percy, they're not using Ling but to surprise, diba? Ang ganda. So marami tayong aabangan for this last series.
Exactly. And of course, bringing the series together, we have to thank, of course, our partners who made this possible. Thank you very much, World Impact Communications, for putting together the WIC Open, and of course, the mgamer.io, the guys behind this tournament.
Of course, para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold Capsule every day. Pure and natural Bacopa Manera. Be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay, maaasahan nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
We'd also like to thank Hop Movers. Syempre, extra kita, extra savings sa mga deliveries with Hop Movers. Download Hop Movers Senders or Hop Movers Captain app and discover great deals. Hop on sa Hop Movers. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy. And the best egg custard pie in town can only be found at Yellow and Orange, and their cheesecakes are a blockbuster. Have you tried it, Percy?
Actually, I was very fortunate na try ko na siya before. So, sobrang swerte at na-try ko na siya. It's really good, guys. I mean, I swear, it's sobrang worth it. And of course, a lot of things are worth it, of course, when you come into the WIC Open, and one of which is the grand prize and the grand championship of this tournament. So let's go ahead and check out the tournament bracket playoff, or rather the playoffs bracket rather, and see exactly where we are right now. So you can see that we've already taken down, so Team Requiem falls down here, and Chef Irish Online Kitchen will be fighting against Team Work, who won out against team in the past day. Actually, that was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Nanalo sila from the lower bracket, and now these two will be facing off. However, for our next coming up team, which is Fly Esports versus Philippine Identity Esports. We're not yet sure who will they be fighting because on day 11, it will be Mogs versus Yellow and Orange in the lower bracket who will be fighting it out to find out sino ba ang magiging next opponent ng winner ng match natin tonight. Of course, they are not the only ones who can win. Syempre, kayo din, pwede rin kayong manalo.
Yes, para sa viewers natin dyan, all you have to do is to like and share the stream. Of course, it should be in public. And like and share this FB page as well, the World International Communication Inc.'s Facebook page. Easy peasy, pwede na kayo manalo ng 500 worth of Mobile Legends diamonds.
Lang. So guys, while you're here on the World Impact Communications page here in the WIC, all you need to do, actually habang nandito kayo, konting just a really quick favor, kung kaya niyo lang, siguro hindi naman ganun kahirap, click niyo yung invite, tas click niyo yung invite people, syempre select all, and then afterwards, pag select niyo, invite all, send, and tell all of your friends to go ahead and join us tonight right here on the WIC Open. Kasi may chance rin silang manalo ng diamonds and malay mo, gaya ng sinabi ni Biba earlier, baka balatuhan pa kayo, thank you so much for telling me about the WIC Open. No problem. Nanalo ka ng 500 diamonds. Here, hati tayo. Pwede mangyari.
Sabihan na ng skin gusto mo, papartihan kita. O, di ba?
Yan, exactly. That's exactly what could happen. And of course, what could happen tonight is one of our teams actually dropping down to actually being eliminated from our tournament. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our teams for tonight. First up, we've got Fly Esports with Thods 20, Night Fury, Kazuma, Virus, Chekwa, Light Fury, and Janolski.
On to the side of Philippine Identity Esports, we do have Elise, Hack, Jay, Ken, Man, and Soren.
That's right. So these guys are both teams who have clawed down from the lower bracket and now want to get their chance at
Team
the
is banished.
final match. And of course, speaking of match, here we are now. The first of this best of 3 series is about to begin. My God, I'm now seeing so many things, and I've seen their matches from before, and I have to say, na sobrang
Your
surprising nitong
team
two
is banished.
because you really don't know what exactly they can bring out at any point in time.
Pero here, Percy, very different bands ang medyo nakita natin. And alam ko, naalala ko for our Team Pi right here, itong Philippine Identity Esports, they do have the Hellcurt last time, I guess. Diba?
Yes,
Nandun yung
oo.
Hellcurt. And yun ang binandito ng Team Fly Esports. So, well, this could be a respect man.
It could
Siguro.
be. Oo.
Mhm.
Kasi alam nila na ginagamit ni Hellcurt to. Actually, Hellcurt was being
Your
used by
team is
Ken actually.
banished.
So yung last player nila dito. And Ken could very easily pick it up. However, Ken also has other heroes as well. Si Ken, I've seen him pick heroes like a Roger or a Brody or a
Your
Lancelot.
team
So itong
is
si Ken,
picking.
marami siyang alas na pwedeng gamitin at any time. O sige, ban yung Hellcurt, kaya ko ring mag-play ng Lancelot, kaya ko ring mag-play ng Roger. Hindi nyo naman kayang i-ban lahat kasi 6 lang ang bans natin. And syempre,
Your
hindi
team
tayo
is picking.
10 hero ban just like sa professional leagues, no?
Yep. Pero speaking of Brody, you did mention Brody. Our Team Fly Esports has secured Brody right here, and this is a catastrophe. If this Brody will go online as early as possible, mahirap to. This is unstoppable, especially with his ultimate. Kita mo yung bilog na malaki.
Oo.
Para siyang Sicilian eh. Alam mo yung range, ganun kalapit, ganun kalaki.
Ang insane no? Parang I always thought that dahil bago lang siya or he wouldn't be that overpowered. Pero syempre, that's not what we're seeing in yung mga professional games and other tournaments as well. The moment that you have a Brody, ang sakit niya talaga. Ang sakit niya mag-crit. I've actually seen one na
Your
hindi naman siya
team is
professional.
picking.
Pero sa ranked game, nag 5k crit itong Grabe, ang sakit ton. 5K crit. That's like half-life ng full tank.
Biglang guhit yung buhay mo dun eh. Biglang zit. But going back into our draft here, we have seen Jawhead being banned earlier a lot of times. Yung first 2 rounds na ban ng Jawhead. So this would be the time na makikita natin ng isang Jawhead. I'm not sure if this would be a tank Jawhead. Most likely, pwede. Pero they do have here also kasi yung isang Lunox. And once again, we'll be having another Kufra play na nakita natin a lot of times kanina. Twice natin nakita ang isang Kufra. Tingnan natin kung paano papasok sa butas ng isang karayom na naman ang isang Kufra coming dito sa Fly Esports.
Also very interesting to note, no? Ang usually ang nagpipick up ng tank sa kanila, itong si Fly Esports would be Kazuma. And while Kazuma they do have the Kufra and they do have the Uranus, they've actually never used it before in this tournament. Usually ang mga picks nila would be either be an Alice or an Akai, Agatot, so on and so forth, or an Esmeralda even. Yung mga usual usual tanks nila, and they usually go for the hyper-aggressive plays. Pero parang very defensive sila, no? Picking up this Kufra and this Uranus at the same time.
Oo, pero I think for now, that could be a good pick. Kasi Jay or etong side ng Philippine Esports, they're going after the Lancelot. And Lancelot is very, very useful, especially kapag merong mga squishy heroes dito sa side ng Fly Esports. Which is, I believe right now, ang pwedeng gawing target lang for the Lancelot would be si Brody. Pero sabi nga natin kanina, Brody does have a wide range. So medyo mahihirapan ng Lancelot. Well, that is kung mag-online agad ang Brody. Pero if not, this could be a very easy target for the Lancelot.
Yes, that is true. And on the side naman of, syempre on the other side of Fly Esports, while they do have reliable damage right here coming from the Roger and maybe the Cyclops as well. Actually, no, they have the Brody here and the Roger. So Roger ang magja-jungle sa kanila. Papasok sila here. Oh, there you go. Ang final pick nila for this one is a Hilda. And now that both teams have locked in their choices for their lineups, Bibimbap, I have to ask you your thoughts on the matter. Like, who do you think, sino mas lamang in terms of lineup maybe?
Well, I believe the ones with the brainy good draft pick right here, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold, would be the Fly Esports. Cause they do have 2 core damager. Kahit nasabihin mo yung Roger natin dyan, could be the jungle. Parang insurance policy yun eh. If ever mabaog ang isang Brody, meron pa tayong Roger na aasahan.
Right. So now I want to see whether this will exactly pan out as you said, and we will find that out as we move into game 1, which will happen right after this.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
And just like that, we are currently on in, and both teams barreling now
5
towards
seconds
the
till the
other.
enemy reaches the battle.
Very interesting. We
Smash them.
see now both teams moving into a 1-3-1 lineup with their side laners going to the side lanes and their mid laners going into the mid lane. Saan pa ba sila pupunta? And here we go. We see Kazuma jumping on in, catching nobody right there. And there you go. At least now having trouble. Is already down. Yellow is already down. Half-Life Kazuma now in trouble. Has to flicker away. And Jay maybe overextending a little bit. Thought seeing an opportunity right here. Yes, flicker away. Kazuma with a Siren's Event will have to cancel that. No. problem. All right, so after initial salvos, they both instead go for other opportunities and other objectives, both maybe taking up the jungle picks. And oops, nope, Elise once more, he could take down Kazuma. He didn't see it. Nasa Prasha, he could have bounced on. However, that is not what's going to be happening here. Now moving on to top lane, the bottom lane rather, we can see that this Jawhead is facing off against the Uranus, and up top you have your Brody fighting off against the Choke. Now here you can see Elise in his there you go, in his Hilda, now having some trouble. They will want to take down Zero after 1-2. The Jay in his Lunox still in trouble. He could be moving away from this. Remember, Kazuma has not yet used bouncing ball now coming on in, and there you go, first blood going to Thods 20. However, another one, Night Fury coming on with his Brody coming up from the top lane, no? And of course, our top laners coming on here to the middle to reinforce. It is now a 2-for-2 trade. Grabe, pumasok pa talaga ang bilis ng response, no? Bim ng side laners natin into the middle lane.
Yeah, that was a nice response coming from Thorin right there. And he was able to take down one. Yun nga lang. Well, we cannot forget also the fact that we do have the Hilda. Hilda here is very much being aggressive, which is okay. And look at this person, hindi pa tapos. Sabi ng Hilda, launch attack. We should really go for that Night Fury and kill him right there and then. Kasi kita naman natin, Night Fury with a killing spree. Maganda yan. Pag nakakapatay yan, the more the damage and the more the movement speed. But onto the middle lane, nope, they will not commit. Akala ko papasukin ni Elise mag-isa yung tatlo.
Akala ko rin with a Hilda, anything is possible. For as long as hanggang may grass dyan, laban lang tayo. And speaking of which, syempre that's why a lot of people ban out Hilda. But then of course, more importantly, there are bigger reasons to ban out. There are other heroes to ban out. You can now see a congregation of 4 wanting to take this. However, now Hilda in the front line taking down a Shek. He wants to take down Roger. However, Jay now moving down extremely low, and he does get taken down by Check. Grabe na yun. I don't know exactly why Jay came down in that early. I see that Jay does not have an ultimate ready, so hindi siya kapag-transform. There you go. Check taking down Hilda in as well. So it's a 2-for-0 trade. Parang na-take down yung Lunox, na-take down yung Hilda, and it looks like Fly Esports is off to a pretty comfortable start.
Yep, and they are eyeing our first turtle right here. I think one of the things that went wrong could be Jay was really being aggressive, and that was an off-cam kill onto the top lane. But the turtle has been slain by Chekwa. There goes our Lunox running away for his life. Jay did consume his ulti, pero nasayang kasi that was just, to free himself. Sayang! Sabi ko nga kanina, Percy, yung Lunox at saka yung Hilda, masakit yan eh. Kaso alam mo yung feeling na para silang nag-audition kasi kung pumasok sila pa isa-isa.
Exactly, that's exactly what's happening. And just like that, pinasukan itong si Ejector right underneath the tower. However, that is a Uranus, and now the Act is going to be in trouble. This is one of the reasons that they will be having, Ejector runs. Nag-miss ang Ejector. He could have taken down that one. However, I think still also has his... actually, wala na siyang consecration. Kaya niyang i-take down yun if he was able to latch on the right hero. However, let's take a look up top. Soren now once more. Back into the tower, and they are able to take him down. Jay on his Lunox now. Kazuma once more. He could bouncing ball into this. Nice Tyrant's Rage into the wall under the tower. And while he's able to take down one, Check. And Thoughts now coming on. Already able to dodge that one. However, he is still down low. He wants more damage. And just like that, he is able to kill another right there, Ken. Now wanting more fat execution onto it. And actually, he does take down one. There you go, 2. Check. 1, 2, and he gets a double kill onto Ken. Now he wants more. He knows that Elise is there. However, there was a brush there. Nakatakas siya, no problem.
I really like how Chekwa was able to, alam mo yung feeling na nakipaglaro siya dun sa una. He did take his time. Hindi siya naging greedy na lumaban na agad. Kasi kanina, the Phantom The ultimate coming from Ken right here is online. Phantom Execution is online right there. So kapag lumapit siya, it could be the death of his life. Diba? Pero hindi, nag-back away muna siya. Inantay niya mag-cooldown yung kanyang wall form. But there you go, kanina pa nag-iinit. Percy, itong bottom lane natin. And finally, may nanalo na. Ejector won't be that good because Virus is now taking down this tower onto the bottom lane. And that tower takedown was brought to you by the Hop Movers.
That's great, more damage coming on in, and now Hilda is in trouble. He gets taken down by Thods in that Cyclops. Now they want more damage, 4 out of 4. Siyempre, na-take down sila ng tower. They want more towers to take down as well. They could take down this middle lane, but instead, they will play it safe as they currently have lots of space to maneuver. Grabe, if it's not... Jay actually has been very good dodging skills one after the other. However, there is a limit to the things he can dodge, just like that one. Syempre, wala na siyang takas after that one. Tyrant's Rage into that wall. However, he only catches one. While Lunox cleans up the Cyclops, Check, on the other hand, cleans him up as well. And that's actually a double kill. He takes the Joy down with him. Now, they want more. They could take down Elise. However, Elise, syempre, may brush dyan. Kaya niyang, under the bushes, kaya pa niyang lumabas. No problem. And once more, he could assassinate this one out. However, bouncing ball, not exactly the right time to come on in, and so he will just push him out instead. Soren now coming from the top lane, trying to defend this one. Nope, they will not be able to do so. And that successful tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers.
Yes, ang bilis ng pangyayari. Both of the teams are good when it comes to the rest back. Yun nga lang, sabi mo kanina, Percy, ang ganda kasi ng momentum na pinapakita ni Chekwa. They really know when to commit and when to not. Especially Chekwa right here is really taking his time. Hindi siya nagko-commit agad-agad. Kumbaga, hindi siya yung Pokemon na Roger na may nakita lang na low. Babakbakan niya na agad. Pero Percy, onto the middle lane. This will be a 4v3 situation. Kazuma, si Virus, nakapatay na nga isa. Make that dalawa. And Chekwa is now on godlike storage, going for the backup. But it won't be possible, and that was a trade of 4-0, and the middle tower turret has been taken down again.
It looks like Fly Esports wants to go home early this round. Soren, in his show, is the only person who can defend this. And since it will be 5 seconds before the rest of his team comes up, it looks like magbaback off muna itong si Fly Esports and maybe look for other opportunities here. However, now that the rest of the team is already up and online, they syempre will also be looking for other opportunities to take here. For maybe of this Brody. At least sees him out now. They will be able to back off. Maybe alam nila na the tower is, the turtle rather, is currently being taken by Jack. Oh, there you go. Pumasok ang Cho actually, nice one, was able to, naubos ang buhay ni Cho in the midst of his ultimate. And now Jay gets taken down as well by Feroz, and Hacked goes down to this Cyclops. Double kill for Thods 20, and he takes down the tower with it as well. That tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers. They want more towers and they want more kills. Yep, sumasok Kazuma, Tyrant's Rage into the wall and bouncing ball out. Ken now has no choice but to zoom out as well. Hindi na po nila itutuloy kasi wala na pong creeps, and they now have to wait a little bit more before they can plan out their next move.
Yep, they really have to hold on to this life, onto this round, kasi nakikita natin very dominant, or our team right here from Fly Esports really does have the upper hand as of the moment. And look at the kills here, Percy. This is 20-5. That was 15 kills difference, and that was really large. Even also yung towers, wala pang nababasag sa side ng Fly Esports. So ang hirap, sabi ko nga kanina, this peak or this lineup coming from Fly Esports was good. Kasi yung Lancelot, wala siya talagang maa-assassinate agad. And look at how powerful a Uranus could be.
And just like that, tama ka nga, no? Parang nasa harap lang siya at any point in time. Hindi lang siya defense, offense rin po siya. And there you go, just like that. Pinusukan siya, however, siya rin ang unang papasok rin on the other side. Along with the support of that Kufra. Kazuma, nice Tyrant's Rage there. And of course, Check will be the one to clean up, taking down the Lunox. Now Ken and Soren, the only ones able to defend this one. They will have to instead give up the tower in exchange for this final tower right here. Okay, last hurrah now for Ken. He has no choice but to get on down, and Soren goes down to the Kufra. Damage being dealt by Thoughts and Check both left and right. Wala na pong takas. It looks like it is over for Philippine Identity Esports. They cannot stop this onslaught from Fly Esports, and mukhang palipad na po si Fly Esports towards the second match with a win in their pocket. Congratulations to Fly Esports. Victory well earned.
Yes, congratulations, Fly Esports. But for those naman na fans dyan and friends ng Philippine Identity Esports, this is a best of 3 series. So, ibig sabihin, meron pa silang another round to redeem themselves, or kung meron man silang ace up on their sleeves, this would be the time for them to really show it off. Because they are dealing, ito na yung kanilang last life. Kumbaga kung may last, ito na yung pinaka-last.
So, nilang yung last, pinaka-last na talaga. And I'm excited to see how they counter this up. They already know kung anong pwedeng ilabas ni Fly Esports, tong si Philippine Identity Esports. Now, moving on to second match. You mentioned earlier na minsan ang ginagawa ng mga tao is respect ban nila ang certain hero. Do you think that would be the same case for our next match in the series? Na maybe will they be pulling out the respect ban? Or instead, since alam na nila yung galawan ng Fly Esports, kakaunterin na lang nila with the heroes that they know in their pool?
Well, Percy, for that, I believe the kind of respect ban or the hero that they should really focus on could be the Kufra. Kasi even yung Roger, ramdam siya eh. Pero alam mo, for me, who's the MVP for that match? The MVP or the brainy good MVP for me would be yung Cyclops. That was really an unsung hero. Pero the moment nakita mo kanina, tinadyakan siya na Way of the Dragon siya sa mukha pero hindi siya namatay. But rather, he turned things around. Yung Cho, panong kalaban or ng Philippine Identity Esports, yung namatay, di ba?
Oo nga eh. Parang, grabe, that was, actually, sobrang nagtataka kami, kami ni Leo, when the tournament started coming out first. Kasi, ang daming Cyclops na lumalabas, to be honest. Si Fly Esports, they've used the Cyclops before. And siya nga actually, if I'm not mistaken, Fly Esports was the first match na Leon I casted for the WIC. And nung lumabas yung Cyclops, pareho kaming like, bakit Cyclops? Pero ngayon, kitang-kita na namin na, okay, ito pala yung reason kung bakit sila gumagamit ng Cyclops. Ang galing ng damage, galing ng burst, and of course, that ability to stun. Although I have to give it to ang galing ng Lunox, syempre, na-waste yung ultimate niya doon. Pero na-dodge niya every time. I haven't seen Lunox being caught out by Cyclops ultimate at all. So, ganda ng dodge pero na-waste din yung ultimate at that point. And syempre, life-saving skill yon when you need it exactly.
And kanina, since we do have our attention onto the Roger and also to the Cyclops, hindi natin napansin, no? Correct me if I'm wrong, but hindi ko masyado napansin na nag-shine ng Brody earlier, but rather, his ultimate was just used to take some damage or to deal damage rather. Kasi yung ultimate niya with the torn apart memory rather, ano siya eh, that was a sabi ko nga kanina, wide range siya. So, para siyang Sicilian na yes, you can freely hit. Kumbaga, deal lang ng damage, pero not necessarily sa kanya naglaland yung kill. So, that was still a good pick coming from our team, Fly Esports.
Okay. Very interesting. Have they been using, they have actually, hindi pa nga lumalabas to eh, from Fly Esports. Siguro because it's always been banned. Laging itong binaban, our usual bans would be of course Barats, Brody, and kung kaya nga i-extend over onto yung 10-man ban, usually ibaban pa nga tong mga other cores natin na we don't usually see. But then still, no, ang galing. I have to agree with you there. I also
Ano
wanted to
talaga yeah. Ano talaga sa ML kasi sabi natin it is about their comfort pick and also, alam mo yun, they are having the cheesy pick. Yung Cyclops talaga eh, no? Hindi siya common sa meta. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, pero di ba etong Philippine Identity Esports din, ito rin yung team na sabi natin, bakit nila pinipilit yung Hellcurt? Right? Ito ba yun? Parang sila yun eh. Sabi natin, bakit nila pinipilit yung Hellcurt? Pero, they have shown us last time that we did cast this together. They have they have a different type of lineup for that
Yes.
to complement.
Oo nga eh. Tama ka nga, they did show that before. However, hindi ko alam kung bakit nila. They also banned out one of the heroes na I thought they would be doing well in. Yung 1-1 nila. Actually, one of the heroes na tumatak talaga sa akin sa past games ng Philippine Identity Esports. Pero, weirdly enough, sila mismo yung nag-ban out ng 1-1. And I was expecting to see some 1-1 action from Philippine Identity Esports. Pero hindi nila nilabas. I'm not sure. Baka nga confirm pick, I'm not so sure. Hindi ko rin masabi.
Malay mo naman for this round, they're going to show it. Kasi sabi nga natin, ito na yung pinaka-last na huli nilang buhay. Because if our team Fly Esports would be winning or would be taking away this round 2, well, that was a clean 2-0. Ibig sabihin, hindi man lang nakalaban yung Philippine Identity Esports. Pero I doubt. I go for round 3.
Feeling ko nga, it looks like this could very well be our first 3 series match. Kasi lahat mga games po pa natin, lahat all in favor of one team or another. The closest we've had actually, makwento ko lang, yung pinaka-closest na we've had is siguro sobrang lapit ng match, sobrang tight yung game, tapos isang team fight lang at nag-push over to the other side. The other one naman, parang umabot kami ng 30 minutes, no? 30-minute game na sobrang tight ng match, tas last match na yun, it could go either way. So, wala pang umaabot ng conversion over to the other side. It's always been a clean 2-0 or 3-0, but this could be it. Feeling ko pag nilabas na talaga ng alas ng mga ni Philippine Identity Esports, they could give Fly Esports a run for their money, and that's what we're expecting tonight.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward for that. Feeling ko gana eh. Feeling ko meron to eh. Meron pa. Nakita ko na to. How they are able to climb. Diba? Last time. Pero yeah. Wag lang sana maban yung health crit. Pero alam din kasi ng Fly Esports yung mga hero pool ng Philippine Identity Esports eh.
That is true. Oo. As much as sobrang wide ng pool ng kit ng Philippine Identity Esports, nakita rin nila yung performance nila siguro. Na, okay, I've watched their matches, I know na itong hero na to kaya nating i-deal, so ibigay na natin. Ito, medyo mahirap, sige, ban out na natin. Or at the same time, siguro, daan na lang natin sa lakas ng lineup natin, no? Sobrang confident ng Fly Esports. Oh, sige, go ahead. Piliin nyo kung gusto nyo piliin, pero ito yung lineup namin. And actually, now would be a good opportunity for Philippine Identity Esports as the blue team to first pick, first ban. They could be picking up the heroes that they really do want early off in the game. However, I have to also ask you, Bim, no? Usually kasi, and I hear this a lot sa mga tournaments, no? Mas prefer ng mga tao, ng mga teams rather, na mag-red or rather mag-second pick.
Well,
Usually yung experience mo doon?
Ako kasi I do organize my tournament as well. Well, yung mga mini tournaments lang din na. Pero yun nga kasi it should always be a heads or tail, 'di ba? Pero minsan pinipili nga nila mag-red team. Siguro for me, well, even in ranked games kasi you don't really show agad kung sino yung gagawin mong core.
Oo.
Like madalang akong makakita na nag-first pick ng Ling. Only because kapag nag-first pick ka, isa lang yan eh. Tapos yung second pick sa kalaban, even though they are the second pick, pero dalawa yung mapipick nila. So, maka-counter agad yung first pick mo. Diba?
I see. So, okay. Okay, now that makes more sense. Sobrang hirap nga, no? And at the same time, kung red ka, ganun rin naman on the other side. Kapag second round na, usually, pag pumipili ka na ng course, after pag tapos na lahat ng bans, doon nalalabas yung, kung red ka, first pick mo yung core.
Oo.
That is also, so syempre, may 3 bans ka na, pina-out mo na lahat ng mga pwedeng i-counter nun. Basa mo yung kabila, makapick up ka agad ka ng early core. Pero at the same time, maka-counter rin naman kasi 2 picks ka agad yung sa blue eh.
Kaya nga minsan, well, depende na rin kasi talaga sa execution nila. Pero for me, for the red, siguro kasi they can pick the core and For example, they're going to pick the Ling. Pero dalawang pick nila, di ba? So they can go for Ling and then Kufra. So kung sino yung pang kontra dun sa pick mo, makukuha mo siya agad. So wala nang kontra. Di ba?
That is true. That is true. So pwede nga yun, no? That is also possible. So I guess it's really up to to you and up to kung anong nakasanayan mo, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Drafting in itself sobrang sorry, hindi kaya ng brain ko. That's why I leave it to you mga mas nakakaalam na sige po, kayo na pong bahala basta ako dito lang po magpa-play-by-play. Anyway, all the same, we're about to start our next match just a bit. We're just waiting for both teams to load in, no? And just for everyone to know, current standing po natin ay 1-0 in favor of Fly Esports. And dahil po ito po ay isang lower bracket match, last chance na po nila to. As much as best of 3 series to, they have to win. Both teams have to win this one if they want to stay in the tournament. And of course, ang mga kalaban nila will actually be the winner of Monday's match. So, syempre, here in this tournament dito sa WIC Open, isa po tong month-long tournament that started ever since October 30 hanggang November 30 po tayo maglalaro. No? So, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, abangan nyo lang po dito sa WIC Facebook page. So, go ahead, mag-notify na kayo, subscribe, like, gawin nyo na lahat to make sure that you find out when the next tournament will be. Although sinasabi ko na ngayon na every Monday, Wednesday, Friday siya. So the only thing left for you guys to do is go ahead and invite your friends. Go ahead, click invite friends, select all, and send invites. Para syempre, dumami yung mga manonood dito along with you dito sa WIC Open.
And also, apart from that, of course, para dun sa mga magpapalike dyan, meron din tayong diamond search rather. You just have to like and share this stream. It should always be in public and like and share the Facebook page of WIC. And 500 dias agad yun.
Oo nga. Malay mo, hindi lang diamonds makikita nyo, malay nyo, love life na rin ang mahahanap nyo. Malay nyo sa comment section, may mahanap kayong makachat dyan. Nako po, that would be really great. Hindi ka lang nanalo ng diamonds, nanalo ka pa rin ng diamond for the rest of your life. Nox, I tried. Actually, sobrang sobrang pangit ng intro. Pero not as bad as this next intro into our second match of this series. And here we go, into the drafting, straight into it. Fly Esports versus Philippine Identity Esports, with Philippine Identity Esports on blue and Fly Esports on red. So there we go. Standard bans out, and Fly Esports instantly banning out the Hellcurt, which we were expecting maybe from Philippine Identity Esports. Ayaw talaga nilang ibigay.
Oo, pero this is going to be a respect ban kasi ang isang Uranus coming from Virus kanina, it has been banned. Nakikita nila ano ang power ng isang Uranus na kayang magtangke ng 3 or make it 4. So this is a complete threat omitted onto this second round. Would this be the time para dito sa ating Philippine Identity Esports to bounce back? Pero Barats is again out of the map, out of the land of Dawn. Wala na naman tayong Barats.
But oh, there you go. Sabi, now that leaves up the Brody Open up the Philippine Identity Esports, which they are very comfortable in using. Ang Brody po ay nasa kit ng PIE. They could very well use it to counter them back. However, on the other side, 2 very tanky heroes. What do you think about this pick ng Fly Esports?
Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina pa, Percy. I don't really like the Kufra. Even playing personally, ayoko nung may Kufra. Kung hindi siya kukunin, might as well iban. Pero, look at how they're going to reply. Ito yung hinahanap mo, Anina Percy. We do have 1-1. Feeling ko si Hack ang mag-1-1. And the moment na lumipad na ang 1-1, hindi na yan makakalapag. Kasi yung 1-1, pag tumaas na sa ere, tsak, maiiwan ka niyan.
Oh nga, exactly this. However, of course, there isn't, as much as I'm so excited to see both the Brody and the 1-1 on the same team, on the same line, and of course, picked up by Philippine Identity Esports. Hindi lang ako ganun ka-sure kasi Fly Esports, Because Philippine Identity Esports rather has very early on pinakita kagad din yung cards nila. Ito yung mga core namin. May 1-1 kami, may Brody kami, pareho silang marksman. Your move, Fly Esports, and with this, kaya nilang i-counter to so bad, especially since they will be at their first pick and they can easily counter and they can use their one more ban to open up more heroes for them. Not exactly a big fan of having 2 marksmen as your core, pero if it works for you, then why not, diba? Kung magawa nila ng paraan.
Oh, especially if they can really manage to do that. But onto the side of Fly Esports right here, I guess this is a respect ban because tinanggal nila ang Lunox, which is kanina napuri mo Percy si Jay with that Lunox with the dodging skills of the Lunox earlier. So that was a good pick. And there goes our core for Fly Esports. We have here Chekwa going for that Ling. And this is really scary because Philippine Identity Esports here does have, if they're going for that Farsa, medyo mahirap. Feeling ko mahirap. Especially kung hindi siya marunong pumesto. At andyan na naman yung threat ng Ling na pwedeng mamulis anytime from top, mid to bottom. Pwede kanyang harasin eh.
Parang nakita na natin to eh. Nakita na natin to nung game 1 eh. Na a check versus how many is this? It's 3 very soft heroes going up against the 1-1, going up against the Brody, going against the Farsa. Papasukin lang niya to eh. And the only way na they can counter back here is siguro kung the Way of the Dragon nitong Cho or kung na-ejector nitong Johead. Pero that being said, kailangan nilang bantayan tong Ling. And if kailangan nilang bantayan tong Ling, this leaves everybody else very open up to counter plays as well. So now that both teams are in, Bibimbap, I want break it down for me. Like, what are we expecting? What are we seeing here?
For me, yes, you did mention na madaming squishy heroes onto the side of the Philippine Identity Esports. And they do not have a legit, when I say legit tank, yung talagang tank build and then tank items. Kasi even the Johead would go after tank items. Siguro mga isa or dalawa lang yan eh. Pwede lang siyang mag-curse helmet or it could either be the Athena shield countering for that Cyclops. Pero hindi rin eh. Magda-damage build pa rin siya eh. So for me, the brainy good draft pick here, empowered by Memo Blast Gold, would be our team Fly Esports. Kasi sabi mo nga, parang napanood ko na to, they do have the mobility, sustainability, and the damage coming from the Ling and also coming from the Cyclops.
Will history repeat itself once more, or will Philippine Identity Esports bite back from the bottom and equalize this series? We'll find out right after this.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
And there we go, both teams now loaded up. You can see, again, back to our standard 1-3-1 picks. And up mid, you can see Brody and Ken rather in his Brody, and Jay in his Farsa coming on in the middle lane. Kazuma in his comes out in at the same time. Also coming in is Check on his Ling, and Farsa nearly bit the bottom right there. He has no choice but to heal up and maybe come on down. Oh, nice one! At least being able to catch him out. However, flicker out from Kazuma, coming down extremely low. One more hit will be able to make it, and he does go on down. He is forced to recall back home. That was an excellent initiation from Philippine Identity Esports, really catching that one up. However, take a look at this middle lane now. Fearless being cornered by 3. Khalid in trouble. He could be going down, and he does. Jay taking first blood in his Farsa, and that first blood is brought to you by Tough Mama. All right, now we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the middle lane. And here we go. Elise is not being able to come on the round. They are making other plays here. And Bim, what do you make of this? Siguro hindi nila nakuha tong jungle. However, things are looking good for Philippine Identity Esports.
Yes, it is. And also, that was a good initiation, especially kung medyo napaaga yung ejector coming from Elise. But look at this. Both of these teams very aggressive and it took a while for the Ling to get his buff. So, feeling ko medyo gana yun eh. Pero tingnan mo yung sa top lane natin, medyo nahihirapan yata dito si Soren. But no! Make that Virus getting the time of his life. Pero napakaganda naman ng quick stand guard dun sa Miguetli. And the flicker has been committed. Look at this. 3 versus 2 situation. Oh, make that 4. Check ko. Napilitan na nga doon mag-tempest of late sa gilid. But nope. Still, no casualty.
No, and I have to give it to, I really have to give it to Soren. Ang ganda ng dodge niya. And not only that, nag-dodge siya ng apat yung dodge. Nakadagpag-dodge pa siya ng Tempest of Blades out of nowhere. And of course, grabbing ni King. However, here comes Jay. Now feathered airstrike, trying to catch somebody on out. However, Ken, in his Brody, we're able to stun out Kazuma. Now looking low, and he does take him down. Ken, in his Brody, takes down 1. And Kazuma is out of the picture. It looks like they want more up top. Hindi natin nakita Soren taking down another. Virus now going down. However, Night Fury is in trouble because 1-1 is up in the air, and Elise takes the final blow and catches him on out. What a display. Grabe, Philippine Identity Esports is really looking good tonight.
Yes, ang ganda ng optic then even with the 1-1 there early on, that was a nice secure of the kill. Oh, no, make that an assist. But look at this. They're going to eye for the turtle. Ling is going for it. Medyo malayo ang vicinity ng ating Philippine Identity Esports. Will they commit? And there goes Soren. But nope. The turtle has been taken down. And Elise, na sausage pa nga sa gitna. Make that apat na tinangkin niya ng lahat.
I don't think that was very smart on the side of Philippine Identity Esports, especially since they had already the advantage there. However, nakitama ka nga, dalawa pinasok yung apat. Pero is siguro because we see everything. No, alam natin na apat yung nandun. In their eyes, hindi nila nakita kasi nasa brush or nasa fog of war. However, here you go, Whip Dragon, along with Feather Airstrike, 2 ultimates committed. He could pass one more, however, now used. He could flash him on out, and there you go. Feathered airstrike in the face of Khalid. Virus goes down. Oops, take a look at the middle lane. Kazuma now in trouble as well, and it looks like he will be able to escape with his life. Now he has no choice but to recall. Jay could have feathered airstrike him, however, alam natin nakakagamit lang niya up top.
Oh, feathered airstrike in the face. Even though the Khalid is very sustainable or viable hero, hindi niya kinaya, 2 patak ng feathered airstrike yung sinalo niya. So kahit na nag-heal siya doon right there, hindi siya ganun kakunat.
And there you go. Ooh, ejector nice into the face. Check one now using Temples of Blades to escape that one. However, on the back line, you can see Kazuma trying to catch one out, and he does escape from that one. However, off cam, we weren't able to see another death for Virus up top with a Brody rather, and the Cho taking on that one, I believe. And things are not looking good for Virus tonight. They'll be able to take down the top tower, no problem. And that is our first tower takedown. That tower takedown brought to you by Hawk Movers.
Yes, it is a successful tower takedown. But look at the bottom lane right here. Kazuma is out there in the bush. Elise, ooh, that was a nice ejector. Kazuma is going to run for his life. 4v2 situation. Make that 3v4 kasi nandito na si Soren pero hindi ka ba na wrong turn dyan sa may gilid? Sayang yun.
Right, and instead, however, they're coming in one by one. Ken finally taking that one. Ang layo ng initiation na yun. Nakuha pa niya yun. I am so impressed. However, at the same time, this still does not change things for them. This is still 4 versus 4 underneath the turtle, and instead, Brody does take that one. Retribution taking that final one, and that turtle takedown brought to you by Tough Mama. Things are looking pretty okay for Philippine Identity Esports, but however, Fly Esports also knows this. They're trying to play smarter now, and they're trying to move in packs, not to be caught out by either this 1-1 or this Jawhead. Or there you go. Alice now coming in. Feather airstrike, close point blank range. Can he do it? Instead, no, he does not, because 1-1 also up in the sky. He finally takes down Night Fury, no problem.
Yep, sabi ko nga, the moment 1-1 goes up, There's no stopping him. And even though ganun ka-tank ang isang Night Fury, ang isang Alice, hindi niya na nga kinaya. But on to the middle lane, hindi pa nagtatapos si Checkwa, napatay na nga si Ken. And that was good. They are finally back to their senses. Soren and here onto the top lane, doing his thing and defending. 9-3 ang score, but look at the goal difference. It's not really that malaki kasi 4K difference lang. Kasi kung mapapansin mo kanina, Percy, yes, hindi sila nakakapag-push, hindi sila nakakapag-maraming kill, but they are securing their resources, their objective.
That's right. Things are very difficult now for Philippine Identity Esports. However, they still do have a very comfortable lead. In my opinion, though, I really think that things could still swing either way. As much as may lead tong si Philippine Identity Esports. On the other side, though, sobrang comfortable na ng ni Soren right here. But with his death coming from Czech, this does equalize all of the gains that he has so far. And instead, here they go. They're right into the tower now. Oh, nice ejector straight into the tower. And he does punish Virus. Virus now in trouble. Take a look at Virus. His stats are his KDA is 160. That's not good for him.
Yep, hindi siya masyado nakakapagbuo ng core items doon. But yes, sabi mo nga kanina, I just wanna pick up from where you left kanina. Percy, sabi mo, this is really a very tight situation. Kasi hindi pa dapat talaga maging ganun kakampante ang Philippine Identity Esports right here. Because the moment that Ken was being taken down by Checkwa, doon na bumaliktad yung yung sitwasyon. And Kazuma, right here, for that bouncy ball, especially kapag siya yung makakapwesto, medyo mahirap to eh.
Another turtle takedown brought to you by Tough Mama. It's already the second turtle in favor of Philippine Identity Esports rather. And now, again, Philippine Identity Esports looking for another target. They found it in the form of Kazuma. Not exactly the prime target they were looking for, but could be the target nonetheless. It said dahil, that took up top. Soren, now in his groove, is able to catch out Night Fury. However, may backup siya in the form of Check in his ling. Kaya pa nilang kunin to, and the pop. And there you go, mega kill now for Check on that Soren, no less. However, Ken also in trouble, but no, he's actually not in trouble. Takes down Virus, but Todd's in his Cyclops actually also goes down to Ken. Ken and his Brody getting the groove now. Oh, there you go. Check wants to fight back. He sees Jay could take him down. However, Elise in his jaw head rather, will be able to push him one out. Oops, I think up top we see Check. He finds another target. I can't take down two, but maybe I could win this one-on-one situation. Hack knows that, however, I can fight you, no problem. Ako si Wildman, kayang-kaya kita. And with all of actually, I want to take a look now at their items, and it looks like they are able to build the items that they want.
Especially with 1-1 here, meron na siyang corrosion side, so ibig sabihin, even the basic attacks could be lethal to anyone, especially with the Cyclops. We haven't seen a lot of Cyclops for this round, but they know when to commit. Kasi even though kanina nalalamangan pa sila ng Philippine Identity Esports, hindi ganun kalaki yung gap eh. Ang talagang maraming deaths lang as of now could be Virus because he's really being confident na ganun siya katank.
Speaking of which, we're going to be pausing for a quick technical break called by the side, I believe, of Philippine Identity Esports. And currently, with how things are going, let me quickly wrap it up for those who are currently watching right now. No? Ang score natin is 13-5 with a 5K gold lead in favor of Philippine Identity Esports. However, hindi Fly Esports on the other hand is not making this very easy for them either. Sobrang daming fight back, and as much as Veros keeps falling time and again, over time mas nagiging negligible yung mga deaths niya eh. And while on the other side, they are still taking off kills from Soren, itong Cho. I am now not so sure if actually, I think si Brody rather is ang pinaka dangerous right now.
And kanina feeling ko it could also be the Farsa because Jay himself Ichi. And he knows when to use his skills. Kanina napansin mo, si Ling, Check really did, dive in kay Jay, even though malapit siya sa tower. But, wings by wings, andun eh. Nag-transform agad yung Farsa into Ibon. And he was able to move away from Jay. I mean, from Check. And that moment, naalala ko si Check, pinuntahan niya si Hack, which is si Wanwan. Kaso Wanwan really knows how to fight back. And it was Check na nalugi, nag-Tempest of Blade, pero lumayo. Di ba?
Tama ka nga. As much as I understand that Czech really needs to find a good target. And pretty good yung stats niya, 401. It looks like Czech will be the only saving grace that they have left. And so they need to take care of Czech's advantage. Hindi niya kayang pwedeng I am sure na hindi siya pwedeng mag-commit to the wrong target. Pag siya pa yung namatay, I don't know what other hope Fly Esports has in turning this game around.
Yep. So they really should take their time. Especially, Czech should really do the police. When I say police, dapat alam niyo kung kailan siya magiging matulis at kung sino dapat ang kanyang dadagitin dito sa bandang gilid. And Soren right now is doing a lot of, good segue. And also, ang ganda rin ng pag-zone out niya, especially Virus. We are not witnessing a lot of action coming from Virus here, from the Khalid. Kasi nga, hindi siya masyado nagiging viable. But look at that, Raging Sandstorm sa mukha and Tempest of Blade doon sa may gilid. But Jay was finally able to go back out. Hack, lumilipad-lipad. Night Fury together with that Vengeance. But no, it won't be possible. Virus na lang ang natitira 4v1 situation. But he will move away and run out for his life. And Ling, Check here, napilitan na siya mag-back.
That's right. And instead, they are now, since it was 3 heroes down for nothing on the side of Fly Esports, they are have to look for other objectives. And Soren is the only one who will be pushing this tower and making things hard for both Virus and Czech. At the same time, now looking at Lord, not Lord, takedown brought to you by Tough Mama. Philippine Identity Esports picks it up no problem, uncontested, as syempre the rest of Fly Esports ay nagre-respawn pa po.
Pero kanina, napansin mo yun kanina, Percy, Czech really aim for Jay because the moment Jay did cast that feathered airstrike, yun yung time na medyo mas malulugi sa clash etong ating Fly Esports. And he do know that. Alam ni Czech na dapat niyang gawin yun. Kaso the moment na pinuntahan niya si Jay at lumipad, hinabol niya, nawalan na ng damage dealer ang Fly Esports. So that time, kaya mas lalong nalugi sila.
Ups, there we go. Kazuma now coming on in, and he gets shut down. At least nice into that. And Wave of Dragon comes on out. Tempest of Blades coming on in. Feathered Airstrike coming from the sky. The blitz are flying all over. And Brody takes down the Gods. No problem. They're now coming on in for the Identity Esports. Wants blood. Hack now into the sky. Takes down one. Takes down another. Soren takes down Virus once more. And it is a complete shutdown by Hack as he takes down Czech. And now top, bottom, and mid, all lanes are under assault as it is a full team wipe. No chance for Fly Esports. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first ever here in the WIC Open. First conversion and first tie. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to a round 3 here in our best of 3 series. Congratulations to Philippine Identity Esports. What a match, what a play. Tignan mo yan. Complete domination, 21-5. I think this is a well-deserved win for Philippine Identities.
Yep, sabi ko sa'yo, Percy, meron sila talagang tinatago. At first, we didn't believe with the 2 marksman lineup, but no. Pinatunayan nila, even the 1-1, even the Brody, hindi namin gagawing support ang kahit na sino dyan. Kasi parehas sila talagang nag-shine. And without waiting for you asking for me who's the MVP, well, it may not be that evident, but for me, the Brady Good MVP brought to you by Memo Plus Gold would be none other than Jay, our Farsa. Kahit nasabihin natin, yep, nakalipad yung 1-1, but alam mo yung feeling na hindi, nirespeto ni Czech. Kasi hindi na si 1-1 ang hinabol ni Czech. Kasi alam ni Czech na makakalipad yan eh. Pero hindi, si Jay ang tina-target ni Czech. So the moment lumipad si Jay, hahabulin din siya ni Ling, which is si Czech. So maghahabulan sila. Ibig sabihin, malulure out niya ang isang Ling na damage dealer. So tendency yung Tempest of Blades imbis na ikasa dun sa gitna, hindi eh. So that was a very nice, brainy good move coming from Jay right there. So I do like how this Farsa moves a lot doon sa map natin kanina.
Grabe talaga. I'm now looking at the stats as well. And it looks like talaga that Jay really was everywhere. Siya yung highest in terms of team fight participation. And up top, down mid, bottom low, lahat siya, he was always there. So good job, Jay. I totally agree with your call for Jay being our brainy good MVP. Now, I have to get down to asking you. We are currently in our first ever Game 3 here in the WIC Open. You've seen Fly Esports, you've seen Philippine Identity, you've seen the best of Fly Esports, you've seen the best of Philippine Identity Esports as well. Who do you think, or who is your bet going into Game 3?
Ito tayo. I believe this could be our Philippine Identity Esports. Well, kasi for me, meron talaga silang, secret. Kasi yung Fly Esports, they stick with the Ling and then Cyclops lineup.
Right.
So, the moment na hindi na naging functional yung Cyclops and Ling, wala na. Alam mo yung wala na silang insurance. Whereas, here, nakita natin magaling yung Ling. Nakita natin matalino yung support, which is the Forza. Nakita rin natin madiskarte yung Brody when it comes to the position. So, it could be a win for our Philippine Identity Esports.
Still, I have to agree with you there. I like yung showing ng Philippine Identity Esports. Pero at the same time, I also can't help but think maybe Fly Esports already knows what exactly they need to do. Look at this. Look at their first two bans. Kitang-kita mo kaagad, they don't want the Helker. They don't want the 1-1. And sa kanila, and syempre on the other side, Philippine Identity Esports saying, alam namin, ayaw rin namin yung Brody mo. We're not going to give it to you so easy. And there you go, just like that, Fly Esports picking up the Barat.
Yes, Barats, it is. Barats, ngayon lang natin siya makikita ngayong gabi kasi all this time, binaban ng isang Barats. But, how are they going to counter this? Knowing the fact that they can pick two heroes at one time, sino kaya ang magiging core or would they go after the Kofra? Pero parang di ko pa sila nakitang gumamit ng Kofra eh.
Same, I haven't seen them use either. And instead, interestingly enough, ang response nila ay Alice and Cho. Anong plan nila doon? I-kick out nila they could kick Barats out or they could totally ignore. Both are viable options.
Feeling ko Alice could go in for the Barats. Like, di ba kasi the moment na yung Detona's welcome, magsiswallow siya ng isang hero, pero hindi, kumbaga parang hindi mo siya mamove that time. So, pwedeng, that was the opportunity for Alice to go dive in with the Blood Ode and then lusawin niya yung Barats for that, position. Pero hindi pa rin ako sure. Cho would be a good pick, especially with the Lunox. Kapag wala na yung Order of Brilliance ng Lunox, pwede mo siyang i-Way of the Dragon, or even though meron pa. So, kunyari hindi niya makas, pwede mo siyang ma-zone out agad and may burst right there. And then, pero depende pa rin again to sa execution.
Your team is banning.
Lots of things to consider, No, there you go. Jay picking up, sorry, I'm not sure if it's Jay, but rather Philippine Identity Esports now picking up this Jawhead. And things are looking a little bit more comfortable now for them. Pero wala pa rin akong nakikitang like concrete response. Of course, on the other side, Fly Esports picking up this Roger now. So ito na yung sure nating core nila na isa. Ano na lang ba ang kulang sa Fly Esports and interesting, they ban out the Kufra. Pero ano na lang ba ang kulang sa side ng Philippine Identity Esports saka sa side ng Fly Esports?
Hindi ko pa kasi sure kung itong si Jay or itong Jawhead gagawin ba nilang offlane or gagawin nilang tank just like earlier, which is nilagay nila sa mid. So if that's the case, kulang pa sila ng support. And then, kulang pa sila ng assassin for the Philippine Identity. Whereas dito naman sa Fly Esports, wala pa silang concrete tank. Because I believe Night Fury or yung Barats natin maglilane yan. Pero ito, Virus with the Tamus, that was a very tanky hero if they're going to go after that. medyo maganda to. And interesting, natuwa talaga ako kanina nang naban yung Kofra. How are they going to respond? Knowing na dalawang beses or during the first 2 rounds, Kofra. Pero, it could be the
Your
Akay.
team is picking.
I like the respect ban here. Tinake out nila yung Farsa. So, syempre, pag nagdetonax welcome siya, stable lang siya, pwede siyang pasukan ka, uulan na ng
Oo.
yan, no? Pero at the same time, I like his response as well. Itong Selena, syempre, isang easy stun off, is easy pick off yan na isang stun. Pero looking now at the mobility ng Fly Esports, look at this. Ang Thams, ang Akai, ang Roger, ang Lunox, and ang, well, except for the Barats, lahat sila, kaya nilang they can quickly blink out, no problem. Oh, interesting pick right here. Look at that final pick on the side of Philippine Identity Esports.
Yep, that was Vendetta for you. And alam natin, Vendetta is kind of OP. Not because he was just or she was just released lately. Pero hindi, ang ganda. And also, sabi mo nga kanina, maganda yung Selena pick. Because as we all know, Selena could give you the mission and vision. Why vision? With the abyssal trap, pwede mo yun ilagay sa bush and it could give you a lot of, a wide vision dun sa map. And without you asking, Percy, I believe, well, based dito sa lineup, if this is going to go well or work well, the brainy good draft pick powered by Memo Plus Gold would be the Philippine Identity Esports.
So there you go. Thank you very much, Bimbap. Is it Philippine Identity Esports? Will it be Fly Esports? Both teams currently 1 each in this best of 3 series. One of them will go home. One of them will stay on. Will we find out in just a bit? Right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga pa pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bako Pamonera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Smash them.
And we're back on in. It looks like we are now moving on into the laning phase, and we're watching everybody's moves. Everybody spread all over the map now. We're taking a look and see where everybody's going to be moving on out. And it looks like Ken in Benedetta is making the first strike here. However, Check and Thods in the Lunox and Roger respectively are not going to be making it easy for Ken. Oops, there you go. Ken now moving on low. They will take this opportunity to come in. Check, bringing down low. Konti na lang. They could have taken him on down. At least though, he could see them there. And Check is being very extra careful not to get caught out. However, up top, taking a look at Virus and Soren. This is their third time facing off against each other. Both of them not making it easy for either to gain an advantage. Down bottom, Night Fury facing off against Jay. Both of our teams in the experience lane want to catch off something, and all they need to do is just really take in the experience and maybe get to level 4 as soon as possible and get them back online. Things are developing very interestingly here now. Giving our lane and giving a position. Oh, before I ask for your thoughts, take a look at this. Thods is now in trouble and he goes down. First blood taken by Hacked and Selena. And that first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. Check in response, takes down Selena, and that's an excellent start for him. However, that's not the end of the engagement, as here comes Benedetta coming out with this ultimate coming on here. But no, instead, Check takes down the Jawhead, but not before the Jawhead firing back, taking down the Akai as well. However, more engagement coming on in. Soren wants this kill onto Virus, taking their fight from the top lane down onto the middle lane. However, both will disengage and just really watching for any other points of engagement. They will now back on out and maybe reset a little bit more. What a match. No, papasok lang, lalabas, papasok ulit. Anything can happen. Ang bilis, ang slidey, ang sobrang daming movement na nagaganap dito sa match natin.
I really like how they are able to respond very fast. Nakita natin si Soren coming from top, biglang napunta sa mid. Even Virus as well, ganun sila mabilis for the optic. And Selena I told you, Selena could be a really good pick. Especially with the vision and also with the connection coming from that abyssal arrow. knowing that fact, Night Fury para siyang nag-wards dun sa may gilid. Alam niya na tatlo ang pupunta eh. Pero Detona's welcome into the face. Jay, napatay na.
And nakuha pa ni Checkwa yun, no? So may insurance policy pa in the form of that. However, great job on the side of Barats. Nakuha yun. I especially love that. Ang galing. Oh, look at that! The pistol arrow, sobrang sakto sa dulo. There you go. The dragon kicks out and Virus will go down. Ang galing ng arrow, ang galing ng follow-up sa Rendon. And I don't believe Virus had any chance of surviving that. Grabe ang init ng labanan natin. Things are going down and things are still very equal. Turtle now taken down by Fly Esports, and that Turtle takedown was brought to you by Tough Mama. But then now you can see that more is coming our way. Hack already Ken actually going down, and Hack might follow. However, instead it will be Fly Esports trying to catch one more kill. No, instead it is Hack who takes one down before recalling back home. And that was a 1-for-1 exchange. And things are sobrang equal. As much as the score is 4-5, take a look at our gold lead. Parang patas lang po. Let me take a moment to look at this. Look at our gold lead. Look at our experience. Things are looking pretty equal on both sides. However, experience is now syempre favoring the side of Fly Esports, if I'm not mistaken, because of all of our engagement. Oh, there you go, round 2. However, it's not going to work on Jay, as this Alice can instantly blink out, no problem. Up top, we can see that more is coming on their way. It looks like things are going to quiet down a little bit, but for how long will it happen? Probably not, because nice initiation from there. Will Hack come on in? Nope, alam niya. Oh, sobrang tanking check. May 3 buffs on siya. Hindi ako papasok dyan. Instead, magbaback off lang po ako.
They do know, these teams, they do know when to commit and when to not. And I would really love to see that Detona's welcome once again onto Jay. Not because I want Jay to be drop dead, pero ang ganda lang ng coordination earlier. But look at Hack here. Hack does also have a score of 4-1A. Ang ganda ng KDA niya. Pero si Ken, hindi pa natin masyadong nakikita into the action. So ibig sabihin, there are still things that we have to see. So we should really watch out for these things. Pero quick update lang, napansin ko dito si Elise, hilig niya i-eject si Kazuma right here. So medyo mahirap yun kasi yung Hurricane Dance ni Kazuma, hindi na siya mag-flicker to go in, but rather tinutulungan siya dito ni Elise na pumasok tsaka mangiipit.
Up, there we go. Here he comes in. Nice stun from there. They were able to stun Akai. However, now they want more damage. And just like that, they were able to the Jawhead. Elise goes down just like that. However, here comes the rest of the team. Now Kazuma wants more blood, jumps on in, and here we go. Soren jumping on in, flashing on out. Benedetta laying on his ultimate, and Jay is in trouble. Wala siyang leech off ng life. And with that, he goes down as well as Check and Todd's fired off from a distance. It looks like they're going to be having a hard time. However, it's not the end. Daytona's welcome now on to Soren, and Night Fury takes down Cho. Soren going away just like that. Grabe yung grabe ang action natin tonight. Ang daming nangyayari. Very tight, very close pa rin ang labanan po natin.
Oo, both of these teams, alam nila eh. Apart from tournament life, this could also be a bragging right. Kasi this is the first ever BO3 or series na nag-push to round 3. Nice ejector there, Elise. Nananahimik yung Linto eh.
However, syempre, of course, every single opportunity counts. Kahit yung mga maliliit na bagay na yun, sobrang important yun eh. Kasi kung napunta yun, just look at that. Since he was able to get that, he's able to tap this a little bit more. However, that's not enough. Todd's in his Lunox instantly takes someone down. However, Jay is in trouble. Nice stun by the Kazuma, and Jay will have to flicker out underneath the tower there. Hack now creating a wall of defense right there. The rest of the team is coming on in Soren looking for blood. However, will he be the one taking on in? He nearly dives into 3. Nice dodge right there. Siguro na sense niya na, this bush is trouble. Let's not go into that, hiding into a bush himself. However, they see Virus, they could jump him on out. However, Ken and Soren will not look into that instead. However, monster kill now on Check, catching out that Alice. And instead, with this insurance of 3 other heroes, they take down this tower. And that successful tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers. It is now 9-5 on the side of Fly Esports. They see more opportunities. What will they take? Oh, take a look at this down mid. Of course, Philippine Identity Esports fights back. They take down the tower of their own, and with that, they stun the Night Fury, no problem. Now they need to look for other opportunities aside from objectives to take.
Both of these teams, alam nila kung kailan pumasok. And look at this first heat. Kahit na lamang right here yung Fly Esports, hindi masyadong malayo eh. 9-5, yep. That's not a problem. Sabi mo nga, even the goal difference, that's just nearly 3k siguro. And also, they are able to push down yung middle turret, which is the very important turret. Hindi pa natin nakikita si Ken to go online or to do some massacre things. And Kazuma right there, and then na-eject na naman onto the middle lane, and Soren is really in a big trouble right here. He's running for his life, kicking Virus out, but nope, that won't connect. And Elise, oh, iba na naman yung na-eject.
Oh nga, just like that, pinasukan kagad siya, and Roger takes down just like that. Oh, nag-miss pa nga ng proper target, and instead, ito, looks like makakabawi si Hack right here, taking down the Akai. However, things are not looking good for the side of Team Identity Esports kasi ang na-take down dito si Soren and si Elise, while on the other side, Fly Esports, it's Check and Kazuma who get taken down. Sorry, my bad. Actually, it's the other way around. I don't think that was a very fair 2-for-2 trade. Oops, now Fly Esports, Daytona's welcome, not online. Kaya niyang, oh, actually, there you go. Will he take it around? And he throws him onto the wall. Catch another, and he does kill out the Benedetta. No problem. Nice touch right there. And of course, Thods in the brush could have backed him on out, no problem. However, instead of going up down, Jay will have to retreat instead of recalling down because he could have been hacked out by either, pwede siyang makatch out, no? Kung hindi tama yung galawan niya.
Oo, pwede siyang mahuli doon. Pero, still, I believe there's still hope for the Philippine Identity Esports. Hindi pa masyadong tagilid yung match. Not because I'm being biased, pero feeling ko kasi quick uptake lang eh. Kasi Check Hack was able to take down Check kanina. So, magandang positioning lang to. I mean, magandang abyssal arrow, especially if you're going to aim that after, ito na nga yung sinasabi ko, if you're going to aim that after Check or could either be Tods sa Lunox, medyo maganda, medyo gagana siya.
I see. That's exactly what we need, and that is the opportunity they're looking for. However, while both teams are facing off here in the jungle now, up bottom, Soren doing the work. He cleaned out this turret earlier, and syempre, nag-move on siya. Kung hindi siya pinigilan ng Barats, then dire-diretso lang siya doon. However, syempre, now, nababantayan na ng Barats to, and at any point in time, pwede siyang mag-respond. No problem to cut off the support coming from the choke. However, take a look at this. Hack already was able to arrow onto Kazuma. At least maybe could have come out in. There you go, ma-ejector ba? No, instead, Kazuma pushes them all away. Walang nasan, and wala rin na counter doon. They will have to wait for other opportunities to come on in. No
yep,
arrow.
and speaking of opportunity, they're eyeing the Lord right here. But look at Soren down there, taking the turret down. And there goes the way of the dragon sa mukha. Night Fury is going for the Deton as well coming. Yes, he did swallow him. Soren, go run for your life because Virus is down there. Ooh, that was a nice flicker out coming from Soren. And yes, he's just going to go back away kasi dalawa na yung umahabol sa kanya. Ang ganda rin ng opportunity na nakapag-takedown siya doon ng turret sa baba.
There you go. Just like tama ka nga, no? Grabe yung Soren. I thought na he was in trouble. I thought that he would have been paused. He would have been taken on out there. Kasi yung rest back ng Virus pumasok na. Nakapag-Daytona's welcome. Pero Soren really doing the work there, dodging on out, dealing just enough damage to prevent them from actually fully committing. Ang ganda ng laban natin today. I am so looking forward to see how this game will develop.
Yep, and speaking of develop, that was a nice, what do you call this? Panggulo ba? Diversion skills? Kasi kanina, we've seen our Team Fly Esports, they are swarming doon sa Maylord area. Pero, the moment na nakita nila si Soren nagpupush dun sa bottom lane, siguro if hindi nag-back up si Virus doon, might as well na push ni Soren yung isa pang inner turret dun sa bottom lane. So, ibig sabihin, Soren was able to push them na kailangan muna nila mag-back, na hindi muna mag-lord itong kabilang team which is the Fly Esports. And that was good. Even though nagsisegue lang yung Cho, at least nagtatrabaho siya.
That's right. And because of yung mga gains niya, take a look at this. The gold lead now isn't as far as you thought it to be. Parang I'm thinking, tama ba to? This is a 2K gold lead. So very close pa to. And I have to say, sobrang close talaga ng match na to. I swear, it could go either way. As much as Fly Esports currently has that little bit of advantage, Philippine Identity Esports could turn that around at any point in time. Siguro they're just waiting for certain heroes line to come online. What exactly are they waiting for, and who do you expect to come in the moment both are already online?
Feeling ko they really need to watch out for the Vendetta, especially if it does have really the core items that it needs. Also, medyo maganda rin, onto the side of Fly Esports naman, maganda ang positioning dito ni Check eh. And also yung mga nakapaligid kay Check, kung mapapansin mo kanina, even though nasasalo ni Check yung Abyssal Arrow coming from Selena, which is the hack, andun yung Repa, andun agad si Kazuma to back him out.
And there you go, just like that. Speaking of Benedetta now running for your life. Rather, Ken is now moving on back, and just like that, Roger will take down the middle tower of Philippine Identity Esports, and that successful tower takedown brought to you by Hot Movers. And actually, kanina pa tong Elise and Soren, itong Cho and Joed versus the Spiros. Sobrang tanky. Kanina pa silang nag-back-back-backan dito. I've been watching this a while ago. And it looks like they'll be able to take down the first life of Virus, and they'll be able to take the second down, no problem. However, let's take a look at the action up top here. Crunch now triggered by Jay. However, that's not enough. Check takes on that and heals it in the face of technically able to take one down. Off cam, we weren't able to see the conclusion of that one. Cho finally taking down Virus, and Soren gets his win. However, so does Thods, taking down the Benedetta, which Philippine Identity Esports was waiting for them to come online. Oh, I think they were trying to catch up on All Out instead. Elise gets stunned out. I-chase pa ba niya? Stop. Will he go all out unstoppable for this Thods? And does he do it? No, instead, here comes the Chaos Assault coming on in while he's being soared into the front. However, Immortality Pop, he flickers on out. Kaya pa niyang lumabas dito. Will he come on out? Dice Ejector sana. But then Thods cleans up so nicely.
Napakaganda nung messy skirmish doon kay Nia. At first, I thought Elise could survive that. But nope, that's the power of Lunox for you. And also, napansin mo kanina, napaka-kudat at napakabilis kumilos ng isang Benedetta. Hindi ka na siya makabuhay. Kung hindi lang siya nasungkit ni Thods doon, I believe they could take that to their advantage. Especially sila pa yung nakakuha ng Lord eh. But, you know, this is anyone's game. Pwedeng mabaliktad. Pero alam mo yun, yung para tayong nagsisiso, ganun kabilis yung uptake for the both teams.
That's right. Parang kailangan ko yata ng pangalawang cellphone, no, para makita yung action ng both teams. Kasi kung hindi sa bottom, pwede rin sa top, pwede rin sa mid, pwede sa jungle, kahit saan may nagbabakbakan, and there is so much action going on here as skills are flying across the map. Parang isang araw dito, skills or don't, anything is possible. Grabe talaga. I don't know what to watch now. Parang lahat talaga kailangan panoorin. Just like this, Fly Esports is in trouble because Virus was caught out, ejector into the face. However, Virus will be able to come on in as the rest of Fly Esports comes to the rescue. However, Arrow on out, they are not stopping their invasion. And while all of this is happening, take a look at the top lane. Soren faking the first hole into their base, catching him out, and mahuhuli pa ba nila? No, Virus and Thods have no way of catching him out, but instead he gives his life for that. Thods takes down the tower, and that opportunity created right there.
Yeah, I really like how Soren did sacrifice his life doon. Actually, siguro mga isang tadyak na lang yun, mata-tower takedown niya na yan. And given the fact na siya lang yung nasakripisyong buhay, medyo maganda yun, no? Hindi nag-commit yung iba niyang teams. So, but they were able to punch that hole doon sa top lane ng ating Team Fly Esports. So kahit sabihin natin na tagilid ang Vapor, even though they are also leading with the kill, 79, it is still not enough. And look at the damage. Elise is here and he's going to run for his life. And yes, hindi nga, mumuntikan na siyang mamatay, but nope. Both of these teams, tingnan mo yung buhay nila dito, Percy. Both sila magbaba kasi lahat sila pulado.
That's right. Most teams now have no choice but to back off. Ang next objective siguro natin, no, will be perhaps this Lord. Ito na lang yung mga other options natin eh. Ano pa ba ang kailangan nilang tayin? Both, like you said, both teams, it could swing either way at any point in time. As much as equal sila sa gold, and maybe nag-lead sa experience itong si Fly Esports. Lahat tayo eventually umaabot ng level 15. And the moment na level 15 na po tayong lahat, experience lead really won't matter much towards the end. And it all boils down to what your items are, kung ano yung mga galaw mo, and ano na lang ba. And syempre, ang ganda ng showing ng both teams natin, Fly Esports and Philippine Identity Esports, really giving their best, going all out for this match.
Yep, and speaking of all out, I can smell another successful tower takedown here onto Thorin, but no, Virus won't let that happen. Whereas onto the Lord's side right there, we can see the rest of the Philippine Identity Esports swarming near our enhanced Lord. But Kazuma did take that Hurricane dance early on, so wala na siyang pang-ipit for now, so that this could lead to an advantage for our Team Philippine Identity Esports. But Soren, again, Percy, Soren, hindi siya umaalis doon sa may gilid. Talagang aantayin na lang na umalit si Virus dito, tapos si-segwayan niya na to sa gilid.
Actually, hindi nga niya hihintayin eh. As in, magbabakbakan na sila up top. Because ang ganda ng playing nito. If he's not going to defend this, and of syempre, the rest of Fly Esports is here in the area, then okay, then that's fine. Philippine Identity Esports will go ahead and take the tower. Sige, bahala kayo sa Cho. Anong gusto niyo? Cho up top? Or do you want this Lord? Either way, Fly Esports now taking on this one. And here comes the initiation now. And there you go. Thoughts taking down Hack. Zelina is down. No problem. However, Cho coming down from the bottom is now to the rescue. However, Elise is now down low. We have the Dragons. Drop on Check. Check is not able to do anything there as he gets taken down. Thoughts now wants Elise down after the immortality has popped, and Check wants more. They see that the two teams want Jay, and Jay will have no choice but to go down. Oh, take a look at this. Soren taking down the middle tower underneath Barats and Virus. Parang halos binigay lang niya, or konti na lang. They could have used Daytona's welcome on it. And siguro makakatch out nila yon. But then instead, kulang siguro ng konting step before they were finally able to take it on down.
I really like how Soren loves to play around these two heroes. Alam mo yung parang feeling na harap-harapan niyang niloloko yung dalawa right there and then dun sa main turret. But look at this. This would be another successful tower takedown brought to you by the Hop Movers. And the Lord is marching already onto the top lane. Jay was able to go back away, but he did use his flicker down there. Eto na, kabila na. Lord na ang kumakatok dito sa pinto ng ating Team Philippine Identity Esports.
But syempre, they won't take that lying down. Benedetta and Alice actually trying to take down, do everything they can. However, Jay is caught out and so is Ken. There's not much he can do, and Todd finally takes him down. And he's also in trouble because Immortality was already used a while ago. It looks like the beginning of the end for Philippine Identity Esports. Kaya pa ba nila ito? Here comes on Hack. However, there you go. Transform into a wisp na itong si Todd, and he is able to take down. Nakuha pa niya si Jay throughout all of that. And as much as the stuns of si Virus actually taking down one more tower right there. Double kill down for Thoughts. And Hack taking down Daytona, no problem. Taking down Thoughts, no problem. Fury goes down. And there we go. It is the beginning of the end. Nobody else is out because they are wiped out. Fly Esports working on this tower. And it is GG for Philippine Identity Esports. Congratulations! Fly Esports takes this victory, and they will stay into the tournament while we have to say goodbye. Philippine Identity Esports. Congratulations to both teams. Ang ganda ng laban. Sobrang close nun. And until towards the end, as much as one team had a slight advantage over the other, it still could have gone either way.
Oh, I felt sad, quite sad for Soren down there. But yes, this is a tournament after all. We win some, we lose some. They did earn experience from this, and I believe dapat makita natin to, Percy, sa next week tournament natin, di ba? So they should really go. So para dun sa mga viewers natin dyan na gustong sumali or alam nyong may papakita kayong gantong kalupit na bakbakan din, might as well follow the WIC's Facebook page or isama nyo na rin yung mga tropa nyo, punta kayo dun sa bandang taas, invite friends para pag nag-open na ng registration for the tournament, ma-notify kayo agad.
That's right. Kung maganda ang bakbakan nakita nyo tonight, syempre, the best way to enjoy this is to enjoy it with your friends. So go ahead and tell them na, grabe, alam mo yung nakita ko kahapon, yung sa Fly Esports versus Philippine Identity Esports, ang ganda ng laban. I want to see their next match. I want to watch this with friends. Go ahead, invite them over, and you will be watching more exciting matches just like this. However, speaking of that match nga, going back, I just want to pick your brain ng konti Mim, before we say our goodbyes and clean up house. I just wanted to ask, sa akin I mean, I know Philippine Identity Esports really lost that one, but then in my heart, I have a different MVP. Pero syempre, I want to know, sa'yo, I want to know, I want to leave you.
Feeling ko parehas tayo. Feeling ko parehas tayo, Percy. Parehas tayo. The Brady Good MVP for tonight brought to you by Memo Plus Gold. Even though hindi sila nanalo, for me talaga, it is Cho. It is Soren. Promise, appear tayo dyan. Kasi Soren did a lot of cleanup. Especially kanina, kung napansin nyo yung second to the last clash natin, he was able to go wrap around. Natadya kanya si Check. And Check was being taken down doon. Ang gandang opportunity na sana. And yun, feeling ko Check did a lot of damage. Yes, nakakapatay siya. But that's given That's a Roger. But for a Cho to do a lot of job, siya na yung nagtatrabaho ng towers, siya na yung nagtatrabaho even do sa damage dealers, that's very good for him. So even though hindi sila nanalo, I believe Philippine Identity Esports, meron pa silang ibubuga. Siguro this will not be the time for them. So now is not the time for them, but you know, they can still bounce back. Marami pa tayong week Mobile Legends tournament na darating.
That's right. So once again, thank you very much, World Impact Communications, for this, and of course, the mgamer.io for bringing our two teams together. And speaking of coming together, when will we see each other again? Definitely, it's going to be this Monday, because this Monday, Direct, let's go ahead and show them our tournament schedule. You can already see that we've just finished our 2 matches for today, and you only have 1 week left. So after Monday, we already have 2 more matches coming up next. Direct, pakita natin yung sa Monday, sa day 11 natin. There you go. As mentioned before, in the upper bracket, we're going to be seeing Osterforce versus Master of Whatever. Neither of these teams have had losses before. They will be facing off against each other. And at the same time, in the lower bracket, we will see Mogs versus Yellow and Orange, again in the lower bracket. So itong si Osterforce versus Master of Whatever, this is a best of 5 match. And Mogs versus Yellow and Orange, this is a best of 3. So I'm looking forward to another awesome Monday of Mobile Legends, because ito ang hatid sa atin ni WIC. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right.
Yes. Thank you so much for this opportunity given to us by WIC, and of course, our mgamer.io. And with that, Percy, of course, maraming salamat din sa ating mga sponsors for Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural Bacopa Monera, be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Masaya rin ang buhay katulad ng naganap ngayong gabi with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay, maaasahan nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
Na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo, hindi rin kaya ng Lord, or hindi rin kaya ng kotse. Hindi rin kaya ng kotse at all. Go ahead and choose Hop Movers. All right, go ahead and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy. And to brighten up your day or brighten up your evening, go with only the best home baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
All right, speaking of Yellow and Orange, we will be seeing them again, once again, this Monday. So go ahead and watch us then. So once again, my name is Percy, and with me is Bibimbap. Thank you so much for tuning in with us all the way from start to end. We'll catch you on the next episode of the WIC Open 2020 this Monday. We'll see you then.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural Bacopa Monnieri. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.